What's happening? What's happening, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. KG is back. This is it. Watch along. Why? I don't know, but we're here and we're going to do this. Listen, just before the watch along, though, there's a few bits of news that we need to go into. Obviously, we've just had Gnonto's breaking news from Ornstein, and also the LUFC Trust had a few answers from Angus Kinnear. So I want to go into that before the game starts. So we'll get into that shortly. Please hit a like on the video. Best way to help the channel out. Subscribe if you're not subscribed, and drop your comments. Shout out to Resident Alien, who has just become a member of the team. Thank you for joining. Memberships are in the description. If you want to join, helps me out, helps the channel out. So thank you. Always interested with this one. Oaksy here. Send Gnonto on loan to Farsley Celtic. Guy lacks class. I always laugh with comments like that, though. And I'm not laughing at you in specifically, Oaksy. It's just that it doesn't work like that in football. I know that the premise is probably a fantasy of, oh yeah, send them out to the non-league or something, but the player has to agree. You can't just send the player out. Football doesn't work like that, and not anymore anyway. Maybe it did back in the day, certainly not today, as we're seeing today. What we saying? Bob saying, evening Cage, you still predicting a 2-1 last year. I've got the lineups, man. Whew, it's brutal. I mean, we'll do the lineups in a bit. Let's get on to the latest news, I guess, which is Willy Gnonto. David Ornstein has confirmed that Willy Gnonto submits a written transfer request in an attempt to secure Leeds United exit. Multiple Everton bids for the 90-year-old rejected. Most recent 25, including bonuses and sell-on, rejected. And Everton are ready to go again. Yeah, boy, I'm here, man. I'm here. Yeah, Bubs, it is. But yes, I'm here, man. Let's do it. Let's do this. In regards to Gnonto, this was going to be the next step. Someone's asked me about this before in regards to why don't players just hand in a transfer request. It's usually because they don't want to forego any loyalty bonus that they've got in their contract. Obviously, now the agent and Willy Gnonto have decided that this is the best course of action in order to secure a move before this transfer deadline. It's funny, when I was talking, the guy, somebody who I spoke to that gave me the heads up possibly about El Ghazi being offered to Leeds. When I told him about the Gnonto thing and I said the player's agent's name, he burst into laughter. He knew exactly what time this agent was on, and he's not surprised in the least. But it's a joint decision at the end of the day. I've always said, 19, you're not always in control of your own things, and maybe in a couple of years he'll look back and go, I messed up there. But at this point in time, Gnonto and his agent are trying their best to leave. So now it's up to Leeds United. Do they stand fast? Do they stick with him? Or do they get the best price possible from Everton? Gavin here saying he's not worth 25 million, pushed him for 20 up front. He certainly is worth 25 plus, Gavin. We've just seen Alex Scott move from Bristol City to Bournemouth, any 25 million pound deal, and he's done not even half of what Willy Gnonto's done in his career. Willy Gnonto plays for Italy's full team. He's done it in a season in the Prem when given the opportunities. So it's complete rubbish that he's not worth 25. And saying, as you said, KG, this is no time to get emotional. Got to do the business. Yeah, exactly. Now it's up to the 49ers. It's up to the 49ers to do what they're going to do. And we'll see exactly how they handle this. I'm glad that they're staying fast with rejecting that 25 million bid. I did think they would reject it, but it's good that they've got a value in mind. And even though this player is doing everything he can to push away, they're saying, no, we want the best deal possible. I just had Sky on, getting ready for this stream, listening to Jermaine Beckford, man. It's just typical, man. He sings to the passion merchants of the fan base, man. He was talking about the contracts of the loans and how all these players that signed, they had them inserted, but let's leave Jack Harrison alone because he's done great for 5 years. What are you talking about? See, this is the problem. When you've got people like that on Sky and other large, podcasts talking like that, they sing to the common fan. They sing to the fan that wants to hear that. What are you talking about? It's worse that Jack Harrison put a clause in his contract at the time when we're at the bottom three, not these guys that joined us just last summer. What's he on about? I actually don't like listening to Jermaine Beckford. Yeah, I mean, listen, hey, that's a good point. He was one of them. He definitely was. But what? This is the problem. When you get to speak on a national platform like that, whether people like it or not, people get influenced by these people. If 5 people say the same thing, the common person is more likely to go with the 5 rather than the 1. It's just the way of life. And him saying that, he will say that, oh, Jack is giving everything for 5 years, until he didn't, until he put that clause in his contract, what the new guys had. And that's what I wanted to say in regards to the supporters trust, because they got some answers from Angus Kinnear. So let's go about this. Let's go about this. Oh, Liam, I love Beckford. He gets Leeds. Yeah, he got it all right, didn't he? When he was trying to get himself out of here. Yeah, when he wanted to get out of here, couldn't even give us one more season. I always think that if we had kept Beckford for that year in the champ, I think we'd have gone up, man. But I'm not mad at him. Let me make that clear. He wanted to go Premier League. He went Everton, cool, but he went on a free. He loves Leeds. He's like I say about the rest of them, Liam, and everyone else. As soon as they leave Leeds, they know it never gets any better for them than the support they got at Leeds United. They know it. So let's go on to the supporters trust thing. I'm not going to go through all of it. I think everyone will have got the main gist of it and probably read it themselves. But I just want to go through a couple of things. And even then, again, in regards to what Jermaine Beckford was talking about, Angus Kinnear with his answer for Jack Harrison. He says he's disappointed to see Jack leave, and significant efforts from the end of last season right to his departure were made to keep him. But it was the symptomatic of the situation we find ourselves in. It is simply difficult to compete with the low of the Premier League for many players, as it is with other top leagues across European football. Excuse me, doesn't that say that he's done exactly what Koch, Verber, and all the rest have done? They've taken the first exit out of here to a better league. So how is Jack Harrison getting excused? And if we're going by Angus Kinnear's words here, they've made every effort to make him stay. People, man, funny people, man, funny people. Michael saying everyone who has gone so far, I'm happy about. Be glad when Gnonto Kinnear gone too. Jack Harrison certainly won't be missed by me either. Yeah, I mean, this is the main thing that I want people just to remember for me. I'm not actually sad that a lot of these players are gone. I'm actually quite glad. I'm just disappointed that we fell into that trap for the first ever time of hearing about loan clauses. And I just want to go down to that bit as well. Okay, loan player contracts. This for me is a bunch of malarkey. Let me just get rid of this comment. Angus here talking about the relegation release clauses. Now he's correct in the fact that when you sign a player and you've just survived relegation, in fact, this is what I said earlier on this morning stream. I'm kind of just repeating what I've said, but you do put relegation release clauses in these players' contracts. 100% you do. You've got to protect yourself. You think of a Rodrigo being on the wage he was on. It only makes sense for you to put a clause in there to get him off the books in the championship. However you want to look at it. But the fact that he's trying to say that we couldn't have signed some of these players if we didn't put them in, that's a load of rubbish, because we've never heard of this before. I've never heard of this before. Farker's never heard of this before. Darren McAnthony from Peterborough, he's never heard of it before. So that for me is a load of rubbish. This is obviously, it was a ploy. It was a sweetener for Victor Water to get these kind of players in. And that's all it is. That is simply it. Just call it for what it is. He's probably still friends with Victor and wants to protect him in that way, but nobody else does business like this. Nobody. So for me, this bit was a load of rubbish, because I've never heard of this from any other club, and everyone else seems to be as baffled as I am in regards to relegation release clauses. It's crazy. I completely get the relegation release clauses, yeah, but not loan. Absolutely not. And the fact now that we've got to sell, loan these players out and hope that they have a good year just so they can get the value back up. That was another thing that was said in regards to loaning out players that their values are plummeted. That is true. We can take Elan Melier as the perfect example of that. At one point, linked with 25, 30 million moves away. You'd be lucky to get 25, 30 pence now, so that's why he's still here. And that in that way, that is true. And if you sell them now at their lowest ebb, you are selling low. So send them out on loan. But the fact that all of them had this clause, it's nothing short of a disgrace, people. And the thing is, I usually don't like talking about past things, but it's actually affecting our present and future. So it is worth talking about. 14-14, didn't KP and Raf have relegation sell clauses for much less than they were worth? Yeah, they all do, Yorks. It always works like that. You will never get a relegation release clause that is worth more than what the value is for that player. It doesn't work like that. It is always lower because it benefits both the club and the player to easily move on from the relegated team. That is usually how it works. Not a loan one, though. That's why so many of them have gone so quickly. If some of those required fees, I don't know if they'd even be gone right now. I think some of them would still be here. Uh, well, I mean, it's been said, Karen, but he's still here. He's still here. SST saying the only players accepting wage cuts are the ones with no choice, not rocket science. Wage cuts, again, relegation release, whether it can be anything up to 50%, I believe. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, if a player has a wage, say they're on 90,000 a week, and the club say if we get relegated, we're gonna chop it down, then it obviously halves. That will go into half, and that will be their new wage. But the thing is with loans, players can get loan fees as well when they sign for that club, or they can get their wages plus more. It's a really complicated system that I just haven't got time to go into right now. Someone explained it to me, but yeah, it's not as simple as, oh, he earns 25,000 a week at Leeds. That's probably what he's getting at that club. He's probably getting that plus a loan fee on top. Really, really crazy. Um, Simon, why is Bamford Ailing Cooper in my Leeds United legend calendar? I don't know, man. The term legend is subjective, though, I must say. Liam's asking your thoughts on the Saudi League. Nothing. It's another league. No one was crying when the Premier League was buying all the best players and everything else like that. You only have to look at Chelsea this season alone. I mean, if that isn't crazy, I don't know what is. So, absolutely no thoughts on the Saudi League. And listen, any player that's going there is getting absolutely life changing money. So, I'm all for it. I'm always on the side of, contractors, players, whatever it is, getting the most money they can. Um, Yep, Gary. Yep, Haaland is a typical example of a low value release clause that is worth when he left for City. Yeah, he only cost him for like 55 or 60, but his contract is crazy. His contract is absolutely nuts. So yeah, I mean, it's a mad one. Um, but yeah, so that was it in regards to the lusting. There's nothing else really. Club communication, finances. Yeah, there's nothing else I really want to highlight from that. So shall we move on to the lineups, people? And then we'll, right, let's just get West Brom's out the way. Um, yeah, Palmer, Ajayi, Kipre, Peters, Furlong. Furlong's a decent fullback at this level. Malumbi, Phillips, Wallace, Thomas Asante, John Swift. John Swift, people. Remember that. Bobs. Cage, you're doing his best to still talk about the lineup. Look, I'd rather not. But yeah, listen, this is their team. This is their team for today. And here we are for your Leeds United. Right, look at this. Obviously, I've got to think that drama is not fit. Otherwise, Ailing has got no business being here. But this is the lineup, people. Byron back at left back, you believe. Rodon and Strauch. I don't know what Creswell has done to deserve being nudged out the lineup, but okay. If it wasn't for Creswell, he saved Ailing a couple times last week. But all right then. Ampadu, Shackleton. Oh man. Archie Gray, our shining light. Dan James from the start again. And Joe Gelhart probably playing behind Jorginho Rutter. Yeah. Chris saying Ailing isn't because he's captain. There's no other captains available. Captaincy don't work like that, Chris. You don't just get an automatic spot. Well, you probably do at this club because it requires it. It requires a bit of kumbaya. But you can be a captain of your club and not play. Look at Harry Maguire at Manchester United last season. Look at Mark Noble for West Ham in his last couple seasons. It doesn't work like that. Just because you've got the captain's armband, don't mean you automatically play. And it shouldn't do anyway. It shouldn't do, but you never know with Leeds United. Because Ampadu can more than take on that role. He's definitely a leader on the pitch, and you'll see it more today. You'll see it today. What we're saying about the the team. Oh man, Simon saying change my score prediction to a 0-4 now. Lord have mercy. It isn't inspiring. And agent here saying the bench is so crap. Yeah, we've got two goalkeepers, Creswell, Drame, JB, Bate, and Greenwood. I don't know what you're supposed to do with that. And the worst thing is as well, we've got 18 players in a 20-man squad for today, in a 20-man game day squad, and two of them are goalkeepers. It shows you. And now maybe that's Daniel Farker saying to the board, it's this week or we're in the doo-doo. I don't know what he's saying here, but yeah, this lineup for me doesn't move me at all. Not one bit. Not one bit. But we'll see when I look at them when they go on the pitch and see if they inspire me a little, but I wouldn't hold your breath. Stian saying, Kagey, get your boots on and get on the subs bench. Yeah, man. Listen, I'll give 100%. You know, I'll do this a few times. Will you all love me? Gavin here saying, Kagey, no Pervader. You know what? I didn't even notice that. Sorry, he hasn't moved me the way he's moved a lot of you guys, man. Is he still Pablo the second? Is he injured? Okay, I'll take your word on that. Gary, I already seen the first bit, and it's true already. Their players look a lot bigger and stronger than ours. That's why when they got off their coaches, that's where they were struggling, as they look a bit lightweight physically. Gary, West Brom, let's go back to their lineup for a second. Kipre and Ajayi alone are probably bigger than Gilhart and James put together. Yeah. Peters is another big guy. Malumbi is a big guy. Matt Phillips is going to be a problem. He shouldn't be, but he might be today. They are a big team compared to us. We've got little players, man. We got little tiny players. We don't really have that much height. Yeah, old Simon. Damn, I thought Pervader was going to rip it up today. Yeah. RP saying Jan Pavandes. That popped me. Gavin here saying we are so poor as a team. This team is shocking. Yeah, I hear it, man. I hear it, but what can we do? Seriously, at this point in time, our third game of the championship, and we're putting out this. It's terrible, people. Now, listen, I hope with everything that we can pull out a victory today. Of course I do. I don't want to start a Friday of the weekend's worth of football with a loss. It sucks. And we haven't won enough games in the past couple of years to say that it doesn't suck. But I just don't know. I just don't know with this lineup, people. I just don't know. That's all I can say. Ash saying, good luck today, Leeds, from a Newcastle fan. Hope to see you back in the Prem soon. I hope you got a bit of time on your hands, but thank you. Nearly saying, have faith, Kagey. I'm trying, Nearly. Listen, there is no one more than me that always tries to look where there's a problem, there's a solution. But even Daniel Farker with this lineup is saying we're running out of solutions, or we've got very little solutions left. This is a desperate lineup, people. If we saw this, if we took away the name Leeds United and we saw this lineup for Rotherham, you say, yeah, that's about right. This is terrible for Leeds United Football Club. It's awful. Is anyone changing their? No, I haven't seen the banner. What does it say? Pete, if it's clean, put it in. Is anyone changing their score lines from a win if they had one as a win? I had us down for a 2-1 loss, which obviously I hope I'm wrong. But is anyone thinking that we might not win in lieu of the lineup today? Is he the bleep test king? Bleep test hype, man. Hey. Hey, Shackleton's got his fans here. He's not a Leeds United player, man. He's not a Leeds United player. Sorry. Somerville is not playing Ruben. He's there's legal issues on that one. Not to do with the cops, just so we make that clear for any stereotypical people out there. Just with the contractual situation, they're trying to sort it out in regards to release clauses or whatever, what have you, even a termination clause. Now that is scary, people. That would be scary for me. Oh no, that's Sinistera, but yeah, Somerville, yeah. 2-0 West Brom. Lord have mercy. Resident Alien. Hey, that squad makes me feel like we're back in League One. Just need to add Andrew Hughes and he'll be convinced of it. We had a better team in League One at Resident Alien. I think you'll remember as well. We had a much better team in League One. When you're comparing it for quality to quality, our team in League One would probably kill this team And I include that bloody shill Beckford in that as well. Because Beckford, listen, for anything I think about in post Leeds United career or his pundit career, he was automatic, man. When you put him in the team, he's scoring goals. He didn't have to do anything much, but when you check the score line or got a notification through, it would say Beckford and the time, guaranteed. Yeah, I mean, I hear you, Jason. That's it. Shaq's in the lead, but I mean, yeah, but I could go on about loads of them that shouldn't be here. But you're right; he's just another one in that bunch. Um, that's another thing. Yeah, no Perkins. Imagine Perkins not impressed enough to get into this. Listen, whatever happened with Perkins and Daniel Farker, obviously Farker was not impressed with his efforts in training. And I can only put it like that because Daniel Farker twice mentioned about just because there's spots available doesn't mean you just take a spot quite clearly because, if he's not on the bench, then what's he doing? But he must have really not put in the effort in training or seen something. I don't know. I haven't heard anything, but he has mentioned it twice when it's come to Sonny Perkins. Um, Porton saying, KJ, will donate £1 to you for every shot on target for Leeds. Hey, listen, we don't know how it's gonna go. I guess we can only go with our feeling, but we'll find out in around 20 minutes, won't we? We'll find out. Um, Gavin saying he's got doubts about Fark already. Share them, Gavin, man. What you saying? What are we saying then? Yeah, Darren, that's what I'm saying. He must be training very badly to not make the bench. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think he's ill anymore. And he kind of clarified that in the pre-match presser, didn't he? Saying about when he was asked about Perkins, just because there's a spot doesn't mean you're going to take it. And for me, that's pretty damning. That's pretty damning, isn't it? Um, Dean, it's a 5-0 leads all day. Hey, Dean, whatever you're drinking, smoking, pass it around, man. Obviously, not to me, straight edge, but to the rest of the chat, please. Uh, Simon, Darlow has been trained as a utility player in class and as a striker, so not all is lost, perhaps. Now, that would be something if we see him come on, wouldn't it? It would be absolutely something. Okay, Gavin's come back to me. I've just seen. Gavin saying, sacked in Germany, failed in the Prem, the interview, see Phil Hay. Okay, right, right. Max is saying, I think if I showed effort, I could break into this team. Yeah, me too, man. Me too. It's almost like for me when I stopped watching wrestling, when I saw that the wrestlers were getting smaller than I was, and part of it for me was storylines, but it was also looking at people larger than life. And when you see them and you walk past them in the airport and you're bigger than them, it's kind of like, oh, all right, the mystique's gone. That's how it feels like with this lineup, doesn't it? Um, Gary Meldo say managers are only positive for him in this window. I would agree. I think Ampadu is up there too, by the way. But I mean, look, Rodon has got his first start. Who at Byram at left back. You know what? We'll see about Byram today. People don't think I'm giving Byram enough credit. We'll see today. We'll see today. I want to see him utilize the ball in the right way. I want to see him when he's running down the left, whip it in first time with your left foot and not check back and pass it into the midfield as we've seen him constantly do. Let's see how Byram gets on today at left back. Yeah, I mean, if that's the case, Adam, he shouldn't be there. He should be in the starting 11. He should be in the starting 11 here, possibly. When you look at the lineup, so again, that's still a damning thing because if Farker wanted him in the first team, he wouldn't be in the under 21s team. He would have called him up. So there's obviously got to be something there. Render here saying, agree Ampadu is a positive, but I don't know how we got him in. Neither do I. I've already said he should be in the Premier League still, but the fact is we've got him. And that fee, even though it would happen pretty much the next day, it got out there, much like the Max Aaron's fee that got out there. And I just thought, whoa, we might be in trouble here. I thought we might be in trouble with Ampadu, but hey, listen, he came and he's here now. And I'm glad he's here. Imagine if he wasn't here with this lineup. Blood, just horrible. Um, Larry Nance buying beers at the Peacock. Listen, for anyone that's around the ground, Larry Nance, who's one of our investors, basketball player, he's at the Peacock buying drinks. So there you go. Brian here, Kagey, what's your all-time favorite WWE intro theme song? Just trying to take my mind off this game. I hear you, Brian. I'll tell you mine straight away. It's Shawn Michaels' "Sexy Boy." It's an all-timer for me. But there's others that I put in the category up there, like the NWO theme tune, DX's theme tune, or the Hardy Boys. But when you think of Shawn Michaels, hey, who hasn't imagined walking out to that kind of music? Yeah, I think I'm cute. I know I'm sexy. Who hasn't walked out to that? Eh? In their heads, anyway. In their heads. Let's have a look. What's everyone saying? Shamey here. I believe that's how you would say this one. Kagey, we're like a Greek tragedy. All the drama, people leaving never to return, and ailing at right back. If we owned a duck, it would drown. Tremendous. Lord have mercy. Oh. Yeah, Gary saying Eddie Gray's on Sky right now, proud as a punch, talking about Archie. He should be. He absolutely should be. That's another shining light we've got, isn't it? Archie Gray. But for 46 games, I don't see it. He's going to have a break at some point. Yeah, I mean, Gary saying about Stone Cold. Yeah, I mean, that was automatic, wasn't it? As soon as you heard the glass break, it was over, wasn't it? Good one. But yeah. Isaac saying, I hope we end the curse. The curse of KG today. Listen, you know what? It's been a rough one. I can't lie. I've got one victory in my Watchalong career so far, and that was against Liverpool, literally at the death. The Liverpool away is the one victory we've got. I've said before, but I thought we was onto a winner against Leicester that time, and we lost the game 2-0. I actually couldn't believe it. Oh man, yeah. Listen, I like that song anyway. Resident Alien. I like Alter Bridge anyway, so it's quite funny with that theme song. I knew that song before Edge got it from their album, and he got it and it blew up. But yeah, it heard it live as well. Everyone thought they were Edge in the crowd. It's mad. It's all mad, isn't it? Jason here saying, "Got to manage Archie. Don't want an Owen style burnout." Yeah, I mean, Owen was something different. He actually did that injury at Elland Road where he snapped his hamstring. Was never the same after that. He was still a good striker, but he lost that energy. He lost that burst of pace. But absolutely, you've got to manage him right. Listen, as much as I laud the 99-2000 team, take a drink if I've said it, and you play that bingo. They were still young guys, and even they burnt out towards the end. It was quite clear as well. Some of them, I think Bridges went on a run of like, was it 17 games without a goal or something like that? Young players in particular need to be managed more than, say, a 25, 28-year-old who are more seasoned. They just get used to it. Once the adrenaline goes for the young players, sometimes their form can dip. And that's what we've got to worry about with someone like Archie Gray. That's why we need players in. RP saying it's my first KG watch along, so maybe it's a good omen. Well, listen, maybe you're a good luck charm. Listen, it's West Brom at home. Can you deep it, people? It's West Brom at home. We've just been relegated from the Premier League, and we're talking like we're the minnows of the league. We're talking like we're a League Two team coming up against a heavyweight. This is how bad it is. It's absolutely insane. St. Helen White's is calling one early. Rutted screamer top corner. Don't ask why. Look, I'd love to see that. That would be great. Gary saying, KG, do you think the England women will win the World Cup on Sunday? I would say, yeah. I would say they've got a very good chance. They seem to have a bit more battle than the men's team, that's for sure. So yeah, I'd go yes for the England women. I think they've got it in them, definitely. Because that goal that Australia scored the other day for the women was crazy. That tech was unbelievable. And for them just to go down the other end, and that defender for Australia, she won't be sleeping for the next week. What was that defending? But yeah, I think England have got more than enough to win, and they've got Lauren James to come back. So whether they start Lauren James or they keep with Ella Toone and bring on Lauren James later, that's strength in depth. They got better bench depth than we do. Martin saying this side isn't anything like a Prem team, though. Okay, that's my point, Martin. That's the exact point I'm trying to make. You'd never believe that we'd just been relegated from the Premier League looking at this team. You just wouldn't believe it. Um, yeah, man. Big shout out to them for getting to another final, Karen. Another one, and they won their other one. Um, Resident here saying it is bad. Honestly, I feel relegation with our squad the way it is. Can't argue with that. And I'm not trying to pile on or cause a panic or nothing like that. But if this is what we are going to line up with for the next 40 plus games, who we beating? Who are we beating? Awful. Let's see if they can pull something out the bag today, though, man. Let's see. We'll find out in around roughly 12-ish minutes. Um, Nate here, who says we're finishing top two. We're winning today, boys. Get your chin up, ladies and gentlemen. Nate, there's all sexes here. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, get your chin up. Yeah. Assad saying, honestly, got a feeling Ailing will make his usual mistakes. Need Drame to take his chance. Well, look with Drame. I mean, I did mention it on the earlier stream today that Southampton are looking at him. Maybe that's the reason why he's not starting, but you would think maybe it's because they don't want to put him in the shop window. Could be something like that. Who knows? But he has also come back from a legitimate injury. That could be a reason why Ailing's starting again. But for me, I'm just tired of seeing it, people. That's why I don't really want to talk about it. I just don't want to see these guys play for this team anymore. And I was like this after the Spurs game or during the Spurs game when I was at Elland Road. Listen, there's something that Brownie said a long time ago where even if you think you're the underdog in the game, once you roll up to Elland Road, you always think there's a chance. And I'm like that a bit as well. I think once you just see Elland Road and you step in, you're like, you know what? I feel like we could do something today. Then when I got handed the team sheet, I said, it's over. I said, it's absolutely over. And I knew from the team sheet, I said, Spurs are winning today. But in other circumstances, usually you feel that we can do something. But I'm even losing it with this set of players. I really am. Really am losing it with this set of players. Chris saying on a positive, Ailing will need another contract extension, so he's due a good game. Imagine that, Chris, if we do that again, another 1.5 decent games, and he gets another year extension. Hopefully the 49ers have learned from that mistake, really and truly. I mean, I even said, go back to the match reactions for the Man United games. He still made mistakes in those. One of them, he stopped running. He literally stopped running so Sancho could either cross it in or put it in. I can't remember which one. He stopped running for the ball. But he was still lauded like he had the best ever game. Crazy. Caspadino was saying, I wonder how Harmer will get on today. Even though we didn't get him, I think he's a player anybody can appreciate. Yeah, Casper, yeah, he'll be playing tonight. I don't even know. Over here in England, people, I don't even know where that game is on. And it's Premier League football and it's not on Sky. So I don't know where they're showing that game on a Friday night. The pull of Leeds United, yeah. The pull of Leeds United. Richard saying that the sub, I think he means the subs bench, is a disgrace. It is, Richard, and he clarifies it is subs. Jake saying maybe Strauch is good again. We'll see, Jake. But even in the first game and parts, let me just talk about the first game. He was still slow. There was 50-50 runs that he could have won, and he was outpaced every single time. Every single time. I don't know if we've got enough to build up Strauch again. I don't know. We'll see, won't we? Robert saying, no, you were right with the suspense. Yeah. Scott saying players who would think about signing for us might change their mind after tonight's showing. Yeah, you could get that, Scott. You 100% could get that, or you could get the other way where they say, you know what, I'm going to go into Leeds and become the hero they need. There are players like that out there that believe that they can do everything to keep them up. And it's the kind of example I've used for Gnonto. People saying, why go to Everton when they're such a poor club? Because Gnonto will probably believe that he's good enough to move Everton away from that relegation zone. It's about believing their own ability. But you're right. These poor performances, the situation off the field, it doesn't look good for a prospective signing. I mean, if we weren't Leeds fans, would we sign? Or would you say, hey, Leicester, Southampton, you guys got any spots available? I'm free. You know what I mean? Yeah, RP saying, "Yeah, this is a fair point." RP, I completely echo it as well. We've had a poor bench for 5 years. To be fair, apart from last year on paper, and look what happened. Now, you know what, RP, it was poor last year. I've said it many times. I try not to go into it again. But when you've got Bamford, Forshaw, and Ayling on your Premier League bench, it means your team's a mess. You can't have that on your bench. You get 31 points. That's what happens, because it either means that those three on the bench because you're resting them, or they're taking a break from the first team. Either way, it's not good enough. And it's proof. Proof's in the pudding. You know, we're playing West Brom on a Friday night in the championship. Proof is in the pudding. Um, Vega saying not a single attacking option in sub. Well, Vega, Greenwood is a striker, if you believe that. If you believe that Greenwood was a striker when he came, and that is true, but he's been moved. He's become like our Tyler Roberts, where no one really knows his best position or where he's supposed to play. Is he a central midfielder? Is he attacking midfielder? Deep line midfielder? 10 striker? He's become one of those kind of players for us now. Keen Jelly, always get me that name. 230 in the house, only 41 likes. Come on, y'all, hit the like. Yeah, please, everyone, hit the likes. That best way to help me out. Please just caress that like button one time. Ruben asking, just logged on, where's Pervader? Apparently he's injured, according to somebody in the chat, so he's not available. Yeah, somebody read it out about him being a crybaby. Yeah. I mean, yeah. The thing is, talking from just a football player standpoint, I've got no arguments with him requesting to leave Leeds. He actually doesn't owe Leeds United anything. Leeds United had the chance to use him multiple times in the closing games of the season and didn't use him, even though he was fit and ready to play. His influence was seen as soon as he started the game against Bournemouth, put one on a plate for Bamford that even he couldn't miss. And again, for the defining game of the last season, him and Somerville held the bench with Jorginho when we put out 10 defenders. He actually doesn't owe Leeds United anything. He proved his worth when he played in a lot of the games. And people will say he didn't get enough goals, enough assists. Please remember who our striker was. And also when he played, he was getting triple teamed. But these are the things everyone's forgetting now. He's thrown his toys out the pram and everything else like that. But you just can't rewrite history like that, like he wasn't a good player for us. When he put on that performance against Man United when he scored, there was legitimate teams from the top half that were going, "Hey, who's this Willy Gnonto?" And they kept their eyes on him and saw just how good he was. You know what I mean? But you can't just. Well, I'm not just going to rewrite history like that. I know why this club's going so hard for him, and I can understand it. I completely get it. If Gnonto got relegated with another team and we were still in the Prem, I'd be like, "Yo, get that Willy Gnonto from that team. Just imagine what he can do for us." And that's exactly what Everton are doing to us right now. Nate saying crazy to see grown man upset a 19-year-old. Yeah, it's also crazy to see these grown men as well being at the ground as well, sing about his penis. But they want respect one way, but they won't show respect the other. But that's the hypocrisy of football fans. And let me say again as well, in terms of the fine we've received for the homophobic chanting. People can say all they want about other teams doing this, doing that. How about you just don't do it? And this is what I said last season when we was getting into trouble for whether it was throwing paper at Grealish. Maybe that was last season, maybe the year before. There was other things thrown at players when they were celebrating goals at Elland Road because the goals were flowing there. You can't cry about it when you've been sanctioned or punished because you can't control yourself at a football game. I mean, look what happened at the Spurs game. I mean, I was right over it when that guy jumped on the pitch, and it took about 10 stewards and 2 police people to get him off. Who are you going to blame for that? You got to control yourselves before crying about a fine. Just don't do it. But it is what it is. Jim saying exactly, Kagey singing that Shupa song was never going to endear him to us. No, he didn't like it. And I remember somebody saying, I get a lot of stupid messages, as you can probably imagine, but somebody saying, Willy Gnonto, he smiles about it. let me tell you something. If you're one person, never mind one black guy in a foreign country, and you've got a bunch of white guys singing that song to you, you're gonna laugh about it. You're just gonna try and do as little as possible to cause as little ripples as possible. You're not just gonna go, "Hey, stop singing that song." What do you expect him to do? Say, "Oh, sorry, lads, please don't sing that song." The club tried. The club didn't hit you over the head with it because they know how Leeds United fans are in general. If you say that the sky is blue, they will say it's purple. They said these are the lyrics you should sing. And the fans just ignored it anyway and continued to sing it. But yet the fans want complete respect and everything else from Gnonto. Pull the other one, please. Gary Theakston, yeah. Here we go, and it's live. Yeah, listen, let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. Alan saying, can't understand why we're rejecting 25 million offers with Gnonto. We could get 3 good players with that. Probably more, Alan Bell, when you consider they got 7 million Ampadu. But it's because they've got a valuation in mind without him having a release clause. So if they feel it's nearer to 30, who are we to argue? That's good business. It's about time this club started to do good business with selling players. I know, Scott, I hear you. How can you take Ayling seriously being captain? He's the reason all our players want to leave. Now, listen, I don't know if he's the reason, but who's inspired by that? All right, I'm just going to fire up my app now, man, and get this game on the screen. Oh, sound. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Don't get me, YouTube. No one heard. Oh, look, hey, guys, can you see all the empty seats here? Wow. I mean, I've just mentioned the seats, £48. That's a disgrace from the club. Oh, I didn't realize that's how much it was. Damn. All right. So where I am in this thing, I've got Jorginho. Let me just get that off. Let's go with the good old score. I'll tell you when it's kicked off. I just saw empty seats, Nate, when they were coming out, unless that bit's been taped off. But there was a whole load of empty seats. All right, I'm watching it on the Sky app on my phone, people, and the Leeds United team is the graphic right now. So that is where I am on this stream. Yep, they could do. That was the bench. Tremendous. That's good. FC Zurich have a big percentage sell-on clause for Gnonto, maybe as much as 40. That could be true. That was the same with Lavia. That's why Southampton wanted a bigger fee for him, and they end up getting a deal worth up to 58 because Man City still had a percentage clause. So that's how it goes. That's how it goes, and that's probably what we're trying to do with Gnonto. Yeah, Thomas Asante playing him and John Swift's behind him. Yeah, Jed Wallace, man, he's someone to look out for. Not because he's like a world beater or anything like that, but he's got a decent record. From what I remember, he was all right against us in the championship. So look out for him. Render. What fee you thinking for Gnonto and Kagey? I'm thinking it's going to probably be over 30. I think if they've rejected 25, which had add-ons in it, I think it's going to be around 30, 35, something like that. I think they know his worth, and they haven't forgotten like everybody else. But yeah, if he wasn't worth that much, we would have accepted the 25 million. Seriously, we would have. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, Jed Wallace. I've got just faint memories of him doing okay against us. Jack saying, no offense, but some Leeds fans are dumb. Jack is actually a Leeds fan, by the way, people, before you jump down his throat. Does anyone remember the abuse Cody Drame got? Is it any surprise he wants to leave? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. People think they can give out abuse and sing songs that are just inappropriate. I always say it to other people. It's like me turn up to a Leeds game. People recognize me and just start singing about my penis. What do you think is going to happen? Seriously, what do you think is going to happen? Do you think I'm supposed to laugh and joke about it? You know what I mean? But everybody wants to give out disrespect, but when it's given back to the club, they don't like it. And I just don't work that way. It's a two-way street. Yeah, RP saying he's sick of hearing about Dallas is going to come back and save us at left back. He was dreadful for his injury. Again, things people forget, but he's looked at in a positive light. Even though that season, what you're talking about, RP, he was dreadful. He was absolutely dreadful. Played him on the left back, played him on the as a right back. He was awful both sides. And whatever happened in that game against Jack Grealish, yeah, he took himself out. He took himself out. Are we saying Gnonto chant straight away? Okay, here we go. Uh-oh. Oh, whoopsie. Okay, hold on. Must have missed it. By the way, just for updates, I'm on 33 seconds now of the game, so we are kicked off. Oh man, when was the last time you? I'm asking you guys. When was the last time that you look forward to a game? Just asking. It's almost like a chore now. It's almost like a chore watching these games. Yeah, Rodon gives us a bit of height. Forgot about Rodon. Yeah, he's like 6'3", isn't he? Gary Theakston, 2002. Fair point. Fair point. Uh, oh, Rick, that's an awful take, man. I'm not even going to flash it up. That's an awful take. Okay, let's go. Can we take the lead in this one? Can we do something, please? Prove me wrong, man. Prove me wrong. Then just saying, stop looking forward to games after a 1-0 defeat to Newcastle at Elland Road. Damn, damn. Lord have mercy. Thank you, Nicholas. Thank you so much. Let's see what we get up to here, man. Right, West Brom are on the attack here with a throw in, and it's come to nothing. No, Sam Byram in the shot for me right now, just to let you know where I am. Sam Byram back at Leeds United. Hey, imagine if we do get Charlie Taylor, by the way. Charlie Taylor and Sam Byram back at Leeds in 2023. Would never thought this would happen. Never ever thought this would happen, but hey, this might be our reality. Yeah, Bob's that's probably correct. I don't know if that stat's real, but it sounds about right. About 5 clean sheets in 50 games. Sounds a bit correct, Bob's. Just looking at the game early on, Rutter is the furthest one forward, and West Brom are just pinging the ball about at the back. No one's really pressing. It seems like we're just setting up a couple banks to absorb some pressure because it's been all West Brom so far. Yeah, this team's dusted, man. Simon asking, what's the latest with Furbo? He's still injured. Yeah, he's still injured, man. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, I think you're on about John Joe Shelby. Yeah, I think that's probably the person. Bamford in the crowd next to Furpo. Oh, man. Nah, seriously, this team. When I tell you, I can do without seeing some of these players, man. Lord have mercy. I just don't like a lot of these guys. I don't like a lot of these guys, people. Ayling's gone up with a 50-50 with Matt Phillips, and he's complaining. Don't know what he's complaining for. We'll see in the replay. I don't know why he's complaining. Yeah, just a 50-50 in the air, man. Nothing to it. Get up, get on with it, man. Come on. Yeah, I mean, I was just looking at him now. Bob's Farker. He's the only likable thing about this team. Yeah, him, Archie Gray, Ampadu. The rest of it, though, it's rare, man. It's rare that you see. Okay, Grimbo. I can see a super chat that's come through. Grimbo, I am not going to answer that. Okay, and I'm not going to put that on screen either, man. Listen, what is that? What kind of super chat is that? You've actually paid money to type that out. Grimbo, have a word with yourself, man. Let's think this is a Darren Farley skit. This ain't no Darren Farley skit, man. He can keep his German sausage. You know what I know? Right, Dan James now coming down the left, trying to link up with Shackleton. I feel sick saying these names. All right, we're in the box. Oh, okay. I've just gone. Ooh, Byram's taking a shot. I don't know how far wide that went. Yeah, man. Listen, I don't know what's going on, man. That super chat is wild, man. Wild. Okay, I'm seeing it from the back view now. I wasn't really that close, but Byron with our first effort on goal, but pretty much off target. So yeah, yeah. I mean, you got to have some etiquette in it, Bobs. At least put the question mark on the end. You know, one of them. Okay, West Brom now trying to break forward. Furlong now with his athletic self. I mean, we're on 6.5 minutes now, man. This game's been kind of dry at the minute. It's kind of dry, isn't it? Yeah. Darren, I got to admit, Darren Farley, he's funny with his Farker stuff. Can't lie. Right, Furlong now on their right. West Brom just seem to get to a certain point in our final third, then just pass it back, and hopefully they will continue doing that. Matt's asking how we're playing. We're playing apart from that Byram chance, we're soaking up all the pressure right now. It's West Brom with all the ball. Um, they're just pinging it around. They're getting up to a certain point where they look like they could cross or something, but then they keep passing it back and just keeping possession. So I don't know if that's their tactic to try and wear us out or something like that, or move a few of our players out of position. But you know, they've got the ball right now. You would think that they're at home and we're the away team as it stands at this point in time. Oh dear. Okay, we just won a free kick there. Gelhart wins a free kick. Yeah, yeah, that's it. Render. Not much happening, man. It's been pretty dry, man. Pretty dry game. Pete saying it's so surreal seeing Byron back. My brain can't process it. It does. It feels like a weird. It feels like a weird dream, doesn't it? It feels weird seeing him back here, but that's a position we've put ourselves in. Okay, Rodon and Stroud trying to pass it to each other at the back. Ooh, yeah. There we are. See Byram there on the left. He's getting the ball, and it's we need a natural left back there, people. Natural left back. We need one of those. Dan James has just hit the deck from a foul from Furlong. Is he getting a yellow card for that? Right. Well, if Furlong's just got a yellow card for that, man, you've got to put the pressure on Furlong on that side. Use Dan James's pace. This is one thing I said about Dan James is that he will draw players into fouls and will get free kicks. Yeah, Furlong's got a yellow card. He will draw that. That's one of his strengths. So got to keep on utilizing that. Yeah, Bubba. Yeah, they don't look resistant at all. They look they're big guys, but they don't look very quick. So if we can get in behind them with Jorginho or something, maybe we can do something. But we've got to get more of the ball for a start. Render saying Byram oh, hold on a minute. Dan James now down the left, taking on Furlong, and it's a corner. Yep, corner kick. Render saying Byram, to be fair, has been one of the better players so far, but that's not saying a lot. That's it. That's just it, Render. I don't think he's been that impressive. I think people are just starving. So whatever good he may do, people are over gassing it. But for me, he hasn't impressed for me enough. I think that he's got to do more instead of just cutting back inside and passing into midfield, or at least if he shoots, get him on target once in a while. All right, corner take. Oh my days! Oh, corner take and flicked on. by Ampadu, and it's a goal kick. Look at the depths. Max H saying, if we survive the first shot on target, we will win this. I feel it. Tremendous. Wow. Oh man, this is not Leeds United football club. It can't be. It can't be. I'll wake up. I'll wake up one day. I'll wake up and we'll be where we're supposed to be. Ugh. All right, West. I almost said West Ham there. West Brom trying to build from the back. Oh, whoa, no. Someone just tried to attack Archie Gray there, man. He just got sold. Oh, good block there by Rodon. Good interception. West Brom still coming down our right hand side with where Ayling is. And it looks like they're going to pass it right back into midfield. Oh, no, crossfield pass. That's a foul, isn't it? No? No. It's a throw into us. We're good. We're good. Render here, good point. We need someone who can take set pieces for 3, 4, 5 years. It's been dreadful. It's been awful. You know, even with all Rafinha's strengths, set pieces wasn't really one of them in terms of that. They would be decent, but they weren't strong. They weren't superb every time. Yeah, we've been struggling the past couple of years. I mean, that whole combination last season, that combination of Aronson and Harrison, whew, why bother? It worked for one game, and they thought they could run it back every time. There's Malumbi, who some fans have wanted us to sign as well. I've seen. See a couple people mentioning Malumbi to me, but couldn't tell you anything about him really, so I can't really comment on him. Yeah, Sky just showing the graphic now with our attacking area. It's all down their left. All down our left. So it's all Dan James, which is quite obvious because I don't know who's on the right. Couldn't tell you. We haven't attacked down there yet. All right, we're trying to build out from the back. Rodon to Ampadu. Gray back to Ampadu, who that wasn't a good pass. Easily cut out by West Brom. I mean, I think Rutter just kicked someone over there. Never mind. Free kick to West Brom. Yeah, well, I mean that says something. He got stuck in. That's putting it lightly. Steph, that's a great point. Yeah, never mind set pieces. We've been struggling in every department for 2 years, not just set pieces. Tremendous. And facts. Big facts. Right, man. Just waiting for this game to liven up a bit, man. Come on. Friday night game, man. The lights are on. Come on, step up. I'm at 12 minutes and 50 seconds now. So just letting you know where I am. Seems that both teams are trying to pass out from the back, but you can see both teams don't really have the capacity to do it. It looks kind of awkward, especially when you've just seen Man City versus Sevilla a couple of days ago. It looks very awkward watching these guys trying to do it. John saying West Brom will weather. Wrong weather, John, but I know what you're trying to say. Early pressure, then beat us with experience. We'll see, man. We'll see. Gary saying Ayling does nothing except for fall over and win free kicks in defensive areas. Yeah. Ayling flop in it, man. Ayling flops. So yeah. And we call other clubs Tim Pot. Come on now. Slow. This game's so bad. So far, this has been a poor game. We're trying to build up a game. Melier and Strauch were playing to me, to you, like the Chuckle brothers. And we're trying to move up the pitch now. No, we're not. Joe Rodon's gone back to Melier. What is going on? Come on. Ayling now wins the knock-on, cleared by West Brom. Yeah, please, Simon. Yep. Don't ruin the weekend, please. Oh, what were you doing? What was he doing? That was so stupid. Gelhardt there with a ridiculous yellow card. What was he thinking? Seriously, what was he thinking there? That was so stupid. Now he's walking on a tightrope now for the rest of the game. Silly. Oh, good stuff there by, is that Archie Gray? Nice, nicely done. We're on the counter attack now. Oh, Shackleton. Oh, is that Shackleton? Yeah, it is. Oh, save from the goalkeeper. We've had a shot on target, people. Oh, yeah, there we go. That was a nice counter attack. That was good. That was good. It almost broke down, but we rescued it in the end. Nice counter. Keep it on. Come on, stick it on them now. Ampadu now in the center. Come on, forward, forward, forward. Strap on the ball now. Let's have a look. Okay, out to Dan James. And Gelhart's the move's broken down. Gelhart. He just took a silly yellow card, by the way. He interrupted a free kick. And you know, in this season, they're clamping down on that. I think he recognized that straight away when he put his hand on his head, but gotta be smarter than that. Whoa, Ayling with one. Oh, luckily West Brom are only playing with one up front themselves. Very strange pass back to Melier. We're trying to build again, people. Nearly 60 minutes, man. 60 minutes. This game has been, let me not say. It's been rubbish, man. Let's go. Come on. Come on. All right, Byram there. See, let me tell you again. I'm only giving you the evidence. Byram again, down the left. He's running and he's cut back and he's passed it back on his right. Okay, now he's made a forward pass with his left. Thank you. And is that offside? Well, it's offside anyway, so it don't matter. But this is what I'm saying with Byram and people saying that he's playing well. That's all well and good, but let's move him out onto the right. Let's put him at right back. But we need a real left back there, people. We need a proper one. But this counter attack, they're showing the counter attack on the replay now. This was pretty decent. Shackleton, Gelhart almost broke with him, but I think Dan James rescued it with a shot. Yeah, it was Dan James. Yeah, deflected and keeper saves it. Fair play. Render and Render's been awake, you know. I hear it though. I hear it. If I was sat on the sofa watching this, maybe I would have dozed off too. But you know, let's keep the energies up. Let's keep the energies up, people. Chris, great point, great counter. But then you realize it's with Shaq, Gelhart, and James. We have no chance going forward with that standard or need replacing. I hear you, Chris. It's what we've got today. Let's try it. Let's see what we've got. Oh no. Ooh. Crossing the box for West Brom just over the attacker's head, Asante Thomas, and it's a goal kick to Leeds. But yeah, I absolutely hear that, Chris. It's a great point. It's a good counter attack, but look at the quality. It has to be addressed. But Daniel Farkas said as much as well. So he knows what he needs to do as well. He knows what he needs to do. Right, here we go now. Let's go. Gelhart now out in the center, out to Byram. Checks back in on his right. Let's see. And he's passed it back again. All right, listen. No agenda. I'm just telling you what I see. I've got nothing against Sam Byram, actually. There would be no agenda. And we've gone back to Melier, people. I know, Steph. I've said a lot of crazy things on here in the last couple of years. This probably is the worst one, isn't it? a left-footed left back. It's ridiculous. Yeah, John Swift just on the screen there. Yeah, Render saying John Swift will take him all day. Yeah, he was somebody when we had Mateus Click and Forshaw in midfield where I thought he would be better. He's more creative at the time. And even one I mentioned last summer who was on a free, Joe Rothwell. Joe Rothwell is on a free transfer now to Bournemouth, and he's doing pretty well. And obviously, him being an ex-Blackburn player, I knew a little bit about him a bit more. But yeah. It's funny now, quite funny. There's only, I'll tell you, be honest with you, there's only one player left at Blackburn that I know. The rest have left. They've all gone. So I'm not really going to have that Blackburn connect I had before. So look. Okay, West Brom now. We're on 90 minutes, 19. Gary, you can't blame them. You can't blame them, no, Gary. You've got to give the crowd something. We keep hearing that as well again about the crowd. we need the crowd to lift us up. We've done that for the last 2 years. The crowd have been terrific, better than you've needed them to be. It's time the players do something to lift the crowd. Oh, West Bromwich in there. Oh, that is that a free kick? No. Crossing, it's been cleared out. They've come back in again. No. Oh, what a cross. Nice. Cleared out by Ayling. Nice interception there. And West Brom reset and are passing it around the midfield again. That was a nice cross from whoever that was. I think it was Furlong. Yeah, it was Furlong. Yeah, nice. Let me see this again. Yeah, whipped into the 6-yard box and yeah. Nice move. Just nicely defended by Ayling that time. Got in the way. I thought that might have been a little bit of a foul, but fair enough. Yeah, they are, Nate. They're overloading the left 100%. They're going at Byron being on his unnatural side, I think. And it's gone out for a goal kick. Listen, we're on 20 minutes 45 people. It's a Melier goal kick now. This yeah, this game isn't the greatest. I'll just put it that way. But thank you for joining me anyway. If you haven't hit the like button, please hit the likes for me. Looking, there's a few shots of the crowd now. It looks a bit tense, looks a bit nervy. And we're on the 3rd game of the season, people. But that's what you get when you play at Elland Road. This is something that, and it's something that Angus Kinnear said in those notes about the players with the right mentality. This is something I said. I think that if you had a good personality, a bit bubbly with Victor Orta, he's a passion merchant. That's offside. Don't worry about that. That he would probably sign these players, but they did not have the right mentality. A lot of them didn't. Too soft. Way too soft. You've got to have a thick skin to play at Elland Road. Otherwise, you're not going to work out. This isn't Norwich. This isn't any of those other clubs. You have to have thick skin to play here. Oh, right. Right. Strike out to Dan James, who controls it. He's up against a giant. Look at the size difference. A giant James out, and now we're running back. Good God. Come on, man. Gelhart now. Is that handball? Yep, handball, free kick. Max slightly better. Handball by Malumbi, yeah. So who's taking this free kick? Let's have a look. Dan James to take the free kick. All right, what are we going to get here? The camera went off for a second there. What in the what's going on with the Sky camera? I think they've got a few technical issues themselves. What the hell? I couldn't even see it, people. Couldn't even see it. The Sky camera was moving kabuki, man. All right. Well, West Brom have got the ball now. They're on the attack, if you want to call it that. Yep, down the right, back onto our left, where Byram is. He's up against Furlong. Furlong now has been doubled up, and we've won the ball back. Yeah. For whatever reason, they keep on going down our left-hand side. So that's obviously something Corberon has told them to do. But we've won a free kick now, so pressure's off. Yeah, Max, I don't know what was going on there. I don't know if you saw it, but my camera went black. I don't know if for anyone else. And then they had one, weird angle that they were trying to show the game from. Don't know what happened, man. All right, I'm on 24 minutes on the dot, people. Still 0-0. Whew. No, that's not going to work. Tried a hopeful ball that was easily going to be eaten up by a Jai. Easy money. One thing for sure is we definitely need some new players, people. We definitely need some new players. If anyone really believes that this kind of team is going to get us promoted, Fair play to you, man. Fair play to you. Come on now. Okay, we've won the ball back. Just love passing it backwards, man. Oh my days. Trying to go on the attack and Ailings pass it back into our own half. I don't know what the what's ay, ay, ay. The thing is with the build up, there's no creativity, there's no spark, there's no unpredictability. You can telegraph these passes a mile away, a mile away. All right, Shackleton now. Oh, off the post. Oh, Shackleton there with a shot deflected off the post, or did it go off Jorginho? I know I'm not mixing the two. You know, I can tell the difference. Did that go off Georgie? Did he take the deflection? Shackleton there. It either came off Jorginho or the defender onto the post. Close, close. Stay on them, man. Step on their necks. Keep the pressure on. Yes, corner. Keep the pressure on. This is what you got to do, man. Sustain the pressure. That was a nice reverse pass, actually, by Joe Rodon. That was a nice one. But yeah, deflection on the post, man. Come on. All right, corner to be taken by Dan James. Swung in. Oh, blocked. Blocked by a West Brom player. Oh no, someone slipped over, but it's a throw in. Okay. Yeah, man. It was a good corner by James. Yeah, gotta give him credit, man. Martin saying, don't know why James is taking set pieces. It was decent to be fair. He was decent. Gotta give him credit, man. That was a decently taken free kick. It was actually flicked on by Strauch, but blocked by the West Brom defense. Nothing wrong with that set piece. Pretty good corner. That's how low our bar is, man. Oh, that's a pretty good corner. Oh man, we're in the depths of hell, ain't it? We're in the depths of hell. Come on, guys. All right, we're passing it around the back again. Melier and Rodon. I don't know why we've just been on their necks, man. They should be rattled after us hitting the post, and we've just gone back to this pedestrian passing game again. I don't know why. Here we are, match stats here. Shots 5, West Brom nil. On target 1, West Brom nil. Touches opposition box 7 for us, 3 for them. Yeah, I don't know why we haven't kept the pressure on them in this game. Another pass back to Melier. Yeah. Yeah, he has Villa sign Zaniolo, nonsense agent is busy. Yeah, Zaniolo, who went on strike for Roma in January to get a move to Galatasaray, is now gone on loan again to Villa. I think it kind of tells you a little story, doesn't it? Like I said, the guy that told me about El Ghazi, he just laughed as soon as I said the agent's name. So he's obviously got a bit of a reputation. Let's just say that. Okay, right. We've got Ailing on the ball now to Ampadu. Oh, Ampadu dispossessed there. Oh dear. And then West Brom there, just keeping the ball, kept it easy. Just circled around a couple times, kept the ball, and West Brom still in possession. Oh, but now we've nicked it. That's a foul. Come on, guy. And it's a yellow card as well for Malumbi. Yeah, you've been asking for that, man. Handball and a foul like that. That's a yellow card, mate. Take it. You know, one of them. What's he shaking his head for? He lost control of the ball, pulled down Dan James. Oh, okay. No. He's shaking his head to his teammate. He gave him a hospital pass. Yeah. He's actually shaking his head at his teammate, not the ref. At least he recognizes what that was. Took one for the team. Otherwise, Dan James was through. Some would say he should have taken his chances, though, innit? I'm joking. Hey, listen, Dan James has put account of himself, good account of himself so far, I should say. An okay account of himself. Let me downgrade that. Here we are. We're there trying to pass it round again. Ampadu there with a pass through to James. Has Georgie got? Yeah, goal kick to West Brom comes to nothing. Yeah, Simon. Yep, Farker. Farker is there. Definitely, he's definitely there. Yeah, Richard. West Brom don't look too good, but we are so slow. Couldn't put it better myself. Yeah. Yeah, just gone 30 minutes on this one here. 30 minutes, 10 seconds as I'm looking right now. So that's where I am. It's just a lot of passing around the back from both teams. Really, it's just dare I say, it's a cagey affair, man. Okay, nice there. I think that's Shackleton. He's just won that back in an advanced position. Good, nicely done. And Dan James has put it over Ailing. Oh, Gelhart, nah. Come on, man. Gelhart there didn't put it under control, and it's gone out for a goal kick. Let me see the replay of that, man. That didn't look too difficult to control. Nice work there from Shackleton. Give him full credit for that. Dan James here with another nice ball over. Ailing just you've got to control that better, Gelhart. That's a nice little knockdown from Ailing, gotta say. And Gelhart stretching for some reason. I don't know what he's doing. Yeah, Daniel Farker looking like, what are you doing as well? Yeah. Oh, there you go. For anyone that hasn't seen Farker, he's on the TV now. Looking pensive, looking deep in thought, looking like I can't wait to get 7 new players in. Oh boy. What are we saying? Nate saying, dude, I want Gelhart to be so good. Hey, listen, we all do, Nate. It only benefits Leeds United, but yeah, he hasn't really grabbed his opportunities in the so far, has he? He's still got time though, man. This game is obviously nowhere near over, but that was a nice position to be in. You couldn't have asked for it any better. Luke Ayling actually put it down nicely for him, and he just, whatever reason, he was stretching out for it. I don't know what he was doing. Okay, yeah, it's gone out for a throw. Karen saying, hope our next incoming is a striker. Oh man, Karen, yep, striker, centre back, left back, midfielder, creative midfielder. We've got so many holes in this team. So many. Oh man. Let me just check that here. Yeah. That's a super chat from earlier there from Nicholas. Awesome King Kagey Watchalong extravaganza. Yeah. Well, I wish the game was a bit better though, Nicholas. But yeah, we out here, man. We're out here. Um, Pete here saying, I live in Sunderland. Gelhart drove the Mackhams mental with how bad he was in front of goal. Yeah, I heard the same. I know they had a key injury where they were looking to play. There was 2 up front, but that still doesn't excuse you being, suspect in front of goal, let's just say. And yeah, I heard the very same thing as well from my Sunderland mates too. So I heard the same things. But this is his chance now. He's not going to get a better one to claim a shirt for himself. It doesn't get any better than this opportunity now. So if he's not going to take it now, I don't think he's going to make it here. I don't think he's going to make the grade. Jack saying, this just thinks of a loss. There's no spark in the final third. Yeah, I hear you. Okay, right. It's a goal kick to us, and I'm on 34 minutes on the dot. There we go. Okay, West Brom are pushing a couple more players forward now. When I think they're going to try and press us from the front. I think maybe Corberon's given them that extra instruction when Mellier's got the ball. We'll see how this goes. Yeah, ball forward for West Brom. Roden clears it up. back to Melier, who kicked it forward, but yeah, that wasn't very good. But it's broken to us anyway. Dan James out to Ayling. Come on, come on. Let's go. Let's go forward. Yep. Gelhart now tries to play a little 1-2 with Shackleton, and it breaks down. Gray did win that back, but it's broken to West Brom. So now West Brom have got the ball again. Oh, we need more people. We need more. This is not good. At home to West Brom. Third game of the season, man. This is going to be a struggle this season, man. Genuinely now, for anyone in the chat, seriously, and even if we score a goal, I need your opinions now. Do you think that we will finish in the top 6 with this team? Seriously. No jokes. Do you think that we can finish top 6 with this team? All right, Matt Phillips now trying to take on what? Oh, what was that from Ayling, man? What's he doing? Get up, innit? Oh, crossing by West Brom, and it was defended well, and it's a goal kick. I don't know what Ayling was doing there. He was doing some kind of breakdance. I don't know what he was doing, but Matt Phillips made him look like Matt Phillips from like 2014. Ayling there, rolling over a couple times and just losing the ball. Bro. Yeah, no chance and nothing is happening. It's rubbish. Yeah, this team cannot finish top half. Ash saying fighting relegation. Brian, that is great. Yeah, I've done capoeira before. That's a perfect example. Yeah, it looked like it. It definitely looked like it. Yeah, 10th. I don't know, Render, man. I'm having a hard time seeing 10th with this team. Like I say, I don't know if we'll get relegated. I don't think of that. But we have to be in the conversations for the playoffs. And I just don't see it with this team. All right. Rodon's just been taken out there. Hopefully the big man can get up. Yeah, he's up. He's up. He's hobbling a bit, but he should be all right, man. He looks like he's made of stern stuff, man. Please, Ash. Please, I don't want this. I don't want this, man. Yeah, Liam, I hear you. I hear you. That's how I'm thinking right now. Vanilla Coffee saying more chance of finishing the bottom 6 with this lineup. Yeah, I hear you. And Simon, if Ayling stays fit, then no chance. I know, man. But listen, hopefully we're still getting another fullback. I don't think that Max Aaron's bid was an accident. I think he is looking for another fullback. So fingers crossed that happens. We need it. 100% need it. Here we go now. We're on the attack. Is that Dan James again? Yep, out to Shackleton. Puts it out to Ayling. West Brom have got like 7 big bodies in their box defending. So now we're trying to feel our way around the edge of the box. Okay, Dan James now switched to our right. Was that? Yep, so throw into us. Was it a corner? Is it a corner? I don't know. It's one of the two. I know, Thomas, man. Gone from Rafinha to Shackleton. Mad thing, isn't it? Mad thing. Yeah. Come on, man. We need a goal to liven up the chat as well, man. Everyone's feeling as low as I look. So let's go. Come on, Leeds. On 38 minutes and 23 seconds now. Ayling and Gray down the right. And Ayling has got through and it's intercepted. And West Brom are clearing it now. And Archie's intercept again. You know what? Fair play to Archie Gray today, by the way. He's interrupted a few of their attacks in this half from the attacking position, which is good. That's a good trait to have. Sky just putting up the fewest touches in the match. Matt Phillips with 9, Rutter with 10, Shackleton with 10. I thought he would have had more than that. Maybe just looks busier than he is. Jed Wallace with 13. But yeah, Matt Phillips and Jorginho. Yeah, Georgie needs to get in the game a bit more in offense. So here I'm saying a lot of Dan James, but not really saying much of Rutter. I forgot he's even playing, to be fair. That he's been anonymous. But hopefully he has that little bit of magic. And like an earlier comment says, he can just whip one in top corner. That's the hope. They're tripling up on Dan James now. Let me just tell you, there was 3 to 4 players around Dan James just then. Okay, so Dan James is clearly the threat and has been instructed to double, triple team him. There was 3 players around Dan James. Mad. Who would have thought, eh? Who would have thought? But also because Furlong's been booked, they can't risk him going one on one with him in case he skins him. So yeah, they're having to put extra bodies on him. Um, I know, RP. I hear you, man. Our reality sucks. Right, I'm on 40 minutes on the dot, people. We've got the ball in our own half, pass it around Strauch and Ampadu. Just waiting for something, anything, please. They are not letting Dan James out of their sight. Gotta say, that side of the pitch is crowded, so crowded. Gary saying DJ best asset at this level. At this level is his pace. 100%. We've already seen it with Furlong getting booked. That is what he will do. Obviously, you wish that the final third was a bit more composed and everything else like that. But he's put in a few good deliveries for us today. In all fairness, but that is going to be his key asset for us: his pace to get players on the knife edge of being sent off. Uh, can still see that super chat from earlier, man. Crazy, man. Crazy. All right. Yeah. 41 minutes, and yeah, man, let's just get this thing to half time, please. That's it, Martin. How can he? I mean, if Drame is halfway fit, maybe we can use him as an outlet on the right as well, because he was doing that a lot for Luton and Cardiff, respectively. But other than that, Greenwood up front, it may be that, but there's not a lot of change he can do. That's a problem. The starting 11 is nowhere near good enough, and the bench doesn't help. Okay. Yeah, Ben, no spark, 100%. There's just nothing there apart from that reverse pass from Rodon where Shackleton got a shot deflected on the post. Everything is just so telegraphed, man. You can see where every pass is going. It's just not good enough. We need to win this game, people. Let's not mince it about. We do need to win this game. A 3 games without a win for me, it's just poor beyond belief. Really is. Yeah, Billow. We've time walked back to 2013. All we're missing is the gold kit. Yeah, man. Those Macron kits were they were the drizzling doo-doos, weren't they? Terrible. Except for the black one. I like that black one with the Illumina stuff on it. But once you put those things in the machine, they were done. They were absolutely done. All the lettering just peeled off it. Right. West Brom long ball over the top. It's not offside. Is that it's a corner to West Brom? They've won a West Brom. Simon, this team would be better off playing Tiddlywinks. Lord have mercy. Do you know how much I would love to be a boasty Leeds United fan again? Like when I was younger, back in school, where we was one of the best teams in the country. I'd love to do that again. I've been waiting forever to do it again. we had a little moment under Bielsa when we were just murdering the championship, but other than that, man, it's been a slug. I'm not gonna lie. Right, West Brom's corner come in, cleared away. They're gonna put a second one in, back out to their right. Uh, Still in play. Thought that we won that one, but no, West Brom still applying the pressure. Shackleton there, very busy there, and he's won the ball back. Fair play to Jamie Shackleton. Now Rutter's on the ball. Let's see you now, Rutter. Let's see you go. He's played it forward to. That's got to be Dan James, isn't it? No, you're just waiting for everyone to get back and then just and pass it back. It's just no penetration, people. No spark, no creativity, no penetration. We was literally on the counter there, and the guys waited. Whoever that was, and I can't see who it is. They just put their foot on the ball and passed it back. Come on, go forward. Rutter now through to Byram, who crosses it in, and the goalkeeper gathers it. What is that? Mm. Yep, Jason. Nobody looks dangerous front of goal. We can't even get there, Jason. We've had one shot that's hit the post, but we can't even get there. Just a perfect example there with our counter from their corner. Whoever that was on the ball stopped for a minute, swung their left leg, and then passed it backwards instead of keep going forward. It's just poor. It's just poor. And then you had Gelhardt that miscontrolled that one earlier. Dan James was forced to save from the goalkeeper, but this is 45 minutes of championship football. You think that we had 45 minutes of Premier League football with as little chances we created? It's poor. All right, I'm on. Thankfully, this game is now at 45 minutes or something. I missed the ball for stoppage time. 1 minute stoppage time. Thank you, and we can get into halftime and chat a little bit. Mahanri is saying, careful with that word about penetration with that previous super chat that you didn't display. You're probably right. All right, here we go now. West Brom now trying to nick one before halftime. Intercepted. Very good with Archie Gray with his defensive work today. Really good. West Brom here, I mean, it looks like they're counting down the seconds for halftime themselves. So, yeah, I think this is going to finish 0-0 at halftime, people. Don't think there's any danger of anything else happening. Yeah. 46 minutes. Oh, the whistle, man. There it is, halftime. Liam saying, just to let you know, I'm watching on the Sky Go. You are 2 seconds in front. Yeah, it's all mad. Listen, I'm on Now. I'm on the Now TV app, and I'm not using the Wi-Fi on my phone, and I don't know where I am compared to everyone. That's why I just keep on giving you just quick updates. But I'm on halftime now. It's 0-0, and what can we say about that, people? What can we say about that? I mean, wow, just nothing. Nick Render saying on the bright side, it's 0-0 at halftime. Neither team looks like they're earning their wages. Jacob saying, well, that was boring. Certainly was. Freddie saying, KG, any other team by Leeds would be 2 up. Toothless, Drab by Matthew, Toothless by Gavin. Leeds East saying, we are bad, but we're doing our best. Oh my days, we're getting pats on the head now. You're not great, but you're doing your best. You're doing your best. Oh Lord. I can't take this no more, people. I can't take this. I can't take having such a bad football team, man. Stan saying our tactics and the upper to sleep and then walk the wall past the sleeping keeper. Listen, we might have to do that. Adam saying Gelhardt and Rutter doing nothing. Yeah, Rutter's been anonymous in this half. Certainly not showing anything that you would hope that you'd have seen from a player of his ability. He did more when he came on a sub against Tottenham than he's done in this whole half against West Brom. It's been Dan James. We want to eke out the positives. Dan James has been a positive. He's now being triple teamed on that side with Furlong getting booked because of Dan James. He's put in a few good deliveries, few set pieces, got forced to save from the goalkeeper. Started that move with Ayling that Gelhardt just completely miscontrolled for no reason at all. Dan James has been our lightning rod in this. He's been our biggest spark, I should say, in this half. Kelvin, geez, if we get a few decent players, this league is poor. Exactly, Kelvin. This is what I'm saying. It's not that you need world-class talent in the championship. You don't. You just need players that have got a bit of ability and a strong mentality in order to play in this Leeds team to help get us up the table. But some of these players are just not good enough. In the starting line, we're just not good enough. And then our bench is a joke as well. Maybe we'll bring on Sam Greenwood as a striker. Maybe Drame at some point. But Kelvin's right. This league is poor, but we are one of the poor teams in the league now. And it shouldn't be that way. We should be looking the way Leicester and Southampton have looked so far and a bit threatening, but we look anything but. Lewis, KG, don't think I can watch this for a whole season. Yeah, I mean, unless I stop doing content, I've got no choice. But yeah, I understand. Listen, I understand you. It's like a movie series, man. Even if you really love a movie series, if they jump the shark after the fourth, fifth one, you're probably not going to watch them again, or you keep an eye on it, but you're like, oh, maybe not. But I don't know, man. It's different with football, man. You just can't turn it off. I wish you could. I really wish you could. Josh saying, what has Greenwood ever shown? Not much, Josh, but I'm saying for what we've got on the bench, when you look at our bench, Josh, he's probably the best option. Let me just remind you. of the bench. We have two goalkeepers, Creswell, Drame, JB, Bate, and Greenwood. Now, for me, if JB or Bate come on, I think they don't give us anything more than what Gray or Shackleton have shown so far. Maybe Bate has got a bit better on his long range passing, but these options are not good. They're just not good. John saying, get Drame on for Ailing for good. I wish. I wish. Karen with a super chat. Thank you, Karen. Thank you, Kagey, for doing the watch long. No, thank you all for joining me so far, man. It's not been the best game. It really hasn't. So we just got to try and lift each other up, man. There was some there with a positive. Let me just quickly go back up. Adam here saying positives. To be fair, though, Rodon looks assured. Byram good. Ampadu and Gray good. Dan James is our X factor so far. Imagine saying Dan James is our X factor. Crazy stuff, isn't it? But you're right. Dan James has been our X factor so far. But I don't know about it. What is it that you guys keep seeing about Byram which makes him good? Like everything I've seen so far with him, he gets the ball and he passes it backwards, except for one time where he played it through to Dan James. Other than that, I don't get it, honestly. And listen, I'm not saying he's been playing poorly or bad. I just don't get the props he's getting. I just don't get it at this point in time. Freddie, is Bradley Johnson available these days? He's not, man. I think he's gone into coaching. He's at Derby now. I think he's coaching the youth players. But hey, at least he would hit one from range, innit? You didn't know if he was going to hit the crowd or not, but he'd hit one. You know, one of them. He knows I joke with him about that. He knows. He's all good. Is that the bar? Is that what we're setting here? FIFA Cook, Byram over Furpo. Lord have mercy. And Lee just reaffirming that because we had Furpos for the last 2 years. Lord, I know, man, but this is the problem, man. We've got to raise the bar. Have to raise the bar. For me, if you're saying Byram looks good, I mean, Kelvin here saying Byram looks like a defensive right back playing at left back. That's exactly it for me. It's nothing against him. It's just that we're not getting that natural width down the left that we need. Really, really, truly. Okay, let me just check something else here. Let me just check. I'm just checking something here on the web just to see if there's anything to flash up. No, nothing there. No, nothing to speak of as of yet. Jack here saying, do you think Ailing knows he's blagging a living? Does he actually think he's good? He probably does, Jack, in terms of how much love he gets from the Leeds fans. It's one of those, I think someone else said it, Alexandra Pato, if you remember him. He kept believing the hype he was talking about. He was always talked about for Ballon d'Ors and everything else like that, and never quite lived up to that potential. Now, obviously, Luke Ayling's never been in that conversation, but when you've always got fans telling you, Lukey, stay for life, or Luke Ayling will love you, all this kind of stuff, it probably will get to your head at some point, and you will start believing that you are more than good enough to be here. He leaves comments on Jack Harrison's posts and people like that, looking like he's one hell of a leader and one hell of a player. I'll just keep quiet, man. But hey, is what it is. Jim Jones, could we get Tyler Roberts on loan? Mark, at least Luke will play for the club. If that's the bar, Mark, I'm sure you and I would play for the club, wouldn't we? Doesn't mean that we should be. It doesn't mean that. And the reason why, Mark, and I said it on earlier stream, and I'll say it again, you're only as loyal as your options. Now, if Crew Alexandra could fork up the money to pay for him, I'm sure we try and ship him there, but no one can take him. His level is not probably not even this level, all right? Or it's lower end championship. No one else is going to take Luke Ayling. So yeah, of course he's going to turn up. Adam here with the Brandon Williams thing. I've seen the Brandon Williams thing. I've said on Brandon Williams before, the stick he gave Rio Ferdinand for bigging up Man City, I don't know if he would do the Leeds thing, but someone else pointed out to me that he wasn't around for the big Leeds United, Man United rivalry, and that could be true. But both clubs sing about each other, so he's not blind to it. And I don't know if he's going to take that move after giving Rio Ferdinand flack for praising Man City just a couple months ago. I know he's got a good relationship with Daniel Farke. I hear that, but Is that going to be enough? We'll see. But until we see anything concrete in regards to a rumor with Brandon Williams, I'm just not going to speak on it just yet. We're seeing a whole load of these names that just keep getting recycled. What's the point talking about them if there's no firm links? I just don't know. There's that too, Richard. Ayling thinks he's good because managers keep playing him. They could be that, but we all know that him and the rest of them just have a gift for gab. They must do. They must do. Uh, 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 let's have a look. Jason here saying some parts of contracts should be standardized so players can't force teams into stupid stuff. Jason, I mean, I don't really get what you're trying to say there. Can you just explain that a little bit, please? What do you mean by parts of contract should be standardized so players can't force teams into stupid stuff? Listen, no one forced us to do anything. You know, if we didn't put, are we really trying to say if we didn't put a relegation loan clause in a contract for, I don't know, Max Verber or Brendan Aronson that they wouldn't have signed? They wouldn't leave Salzburg to come to the Premier League. Are we really trying to say that? No, you can request it, but you can tell them also, do one. You can tell them to get lost. And I think that's what the 49ers will be doing from now on. They didn't force anyone to do it. We've put that in the contract and signed to it. Previous ownership, I should say. There are standardized contracts. It's just that we've gone against the standard as we've done all the time. Mark, it's a stupid comment, mate. Come on, be better than that. And if West, if you're calling him fat, I'm afraid you really don't know about body shapes. He's certainly not. He's certainly not fat, but he's not as skinny as Archie Gray. It's ridiculous. Be better than that, man. Exactly, Steph. Yeah, we were stupid enough to give the contracts. We are the stupid ones. Nothing to do with standardized contracts or anything else like that. We are the fools in this scenario. Quite clearly, look at our outgoings list. It's all loans except for Rodrigo, and of course, pending Tyler Adams. It's crazy, crazy. Um, Richard here saying drama must be going. If he's not in front of Ailing now, then I wouldn't be here too. Yeah, he should have, and he was right to feel that way in the Prem as well. And listen, this isn't me saying that Drame is the best right back in the world or anything close, but he's on our books. And out of the three that we had, it wouldn't have done any harm giving him a little run in the team compared to Bambi and Ailing, who was lost how many games per season. Just it's insane that we sent him out on loan again, but that was the choice of Jesse Marsh at the time, you know. There's so many mistakes we've made. It's too long just to go on one stream, even though this is a watch along. Just so many mistakes we've made and errors. It's ridiculous. Um, yeah. Oh God, Jesus, man. Honestly, some of you guys, man. Some of the uh, Keith. When I get a notification from your YouTube, I think FFS who's running off now. I hear that it's not been good news the past week or so. I get it, but I can. That's the thing, Like I say with other people that say, "Have you ever got anything positive to say?" I usually do, but why has there been over the last week? It's been nothing but bad news since the Max Aaron's deal broke down. It's been bad news after bad news for Leeds United. Really has. And I can only tell you exactly what's going on. I wish, if you want me to make something up, Neymar was going to come to us, but he decided to go Saudi instead. It's just not true, is it? So I just keep it real. Has he scored? I have, you know what? I can't even see the score. Has he definitely scored? Yeah. Doesn't surprise me, man. Liam saying no creative mid, we will struggle. There's no creativity. There's no, overlapping fullbacks. There's no one, getting in the cross and just whipping them in from the byline. There's no striker. There's no focal point. There's no, dog in that midfield except for Ampadu, and even he's misplaced a couple passes in this half. There's a whole load of gaps. Uh, You know, just imagine that you just took that bit and ran with it. Imagine that. um, uh, oh man, is it really? Uh, Hamer scored in a red card. Oh, can I just flick this to the side? Let me just check. Oh, let me just check. They're not coming out. They're not coming back out yet, are they? So, oh yeah, he did score. He did score. You're right. Damn, there goes my clean sheet in FPL. I put Turner in goal for this one. Damn it! You better rack up them saves. Ah, fair play, man. Fair play. No wonder he was waiting out for a Premier League team, man. Sky there trying to scrape together some highlights for the first half. Good luck to them, man. Uh, AJ Kagey, this Leeds team is shocking. Yeah, from Bielsa team to this clue. The Bielsa team wasn't special either, AJ. It was the coach, and that's the other thing. I mean, listen, I don't want to talk about Bielsa again because it just brings out the Bielsa nuts, and quite frankly, I can't deal with them. But it does show you just how good he was as a coach to get as much as he did out of those players. Because it wasn't the players. It can't be both. They couldn't have been middling championship players for all those years. And then a coach comes in and they become good. And then even towards the end of the first year back in the Prem to the second year, they just fall off a cliff. It was quite clearly it was the coach's work. And that's proof in the pudding, isn't it? They're just average otherwise. Now, I even remember with Liam Cooper before Bielsa came in, it was Carl Bartley and Pontus Jansson who were our first choice centre backs. Now, what we would give for a centre back partnership like that, two big man mountains in there. I know Jansson's personality was questionable towards the end, but oh, man. But yeah, Mark, we have to get past Bielsa. Love him, but he's gone. That's what I do, Mark. I do. I try not to get involved in it anymore because there are people I feel that just love Bielsa more than Leeds United. I really do, and it's quite sad to see. Or maybe they just started supporting the club when Bielsa come, and maybe that's a bit more understandable because I'm kind of like that with David O'Leary. But you have to move on. You have to. But the thing is, we've moved backwards. We should have built on what Bielsa did, but instead we moved backwards. Kevin, this is from earlier people. KG's Jack Harrison on the bench. That's tremendous, Kevin. Poor Kevin, man. Listen, shout out to you, Kevin. He didn't realize Jack Harrison had gone in earlier stream. It was hilarious, man. It was hilarious. Good on you, Kev. Thank you for seeing the humor in that. Okay, right. Second half is on its way. Let's get this thing popping, man. Look, we're attacking the cup end. Maybe the cup end will help suck the ball in. The game relying on the fans to do something for us. But yeah, let's see. Robbie saying, I know he's gone, but I'll always love Bielsa, can't you? I'm not saying you can't love him, Robbie, but whenever you mention Leeds United or something like that, or Bielsa is not the be all and end all. I mean, we can go by comparisons, and listen, I'll go against David O'Leary against Bielsa, and I will always win because we played harder games in that era. And then for people that won the title back in 60 or 70, whenever it was, they will tell you they had the better team. But the Bielsa was not the be all and end all, and there is football and there is life after Bielsa, and that's all it is. Listen, I love Bielsa for what he did. I just wish he wasn't so stubborn. Because if he wasn't so stubborn with his tactics, then maybe he'd still be here. But he was never going to change, never. And we saw that he wasn't changing for anything. So it is what it is, man. Look, he died on the sword that he yielded, and it's as simple as that. Again, not trying to rewrite history here. It is what it is, man. But when he was good with him, it was outstanding. Some of the best football we've ever seen at Leeds United, easily. But let's go now. All right, we've got a long ball up now. Let's go. Right. Okay, Dan James now on the left. He's our outlet again, crossing with his left foot. Oh, it's offside. It's offside. I don't get that, James. Okay, here we go. Oh yeah, just updating, just on 46 minutes and 50 seconds now. So that's where I am in the game. It does feel like West Brom have come here just to do the whole smash and grab thing at this point in time. We'll see if the second half shows any different, but looks like they're happy to just get a point or nick the three and move on, which of course is the name of the game. But they haven't been very good, but neither have we. It's been a poor game overall. But let's see how the second half goes, people. Okay, all right. West Brom now got the ball in their own half, just coming into ours, down the left, and a pass back to defense. Lord have mercy. This game's been brutal, people. This game's been brutal so far, not gonna lie. Right, Jay's venturing up now, and that should be ours. Byram up against Jed Wallace, and he wins the throw in. Nicely done there. Nicely done by Byram. Yes, please, Karen. Exactly. Come on, Leeds. Give us something to shout about. 100%. He does, man. You know what, Vavi? I wasn't going to say nothing, but he does, man. He looks old. I didn't know he looked like that these days. Yeah, I've lost track of Jed Wallace over the years. Watch me say that now, and he's going to rip one top corner or something. But yeah, listen, it's just a game, again, of opening minutes here, just feeling each other out, passes around the back. There's not much to shout about here. The Jays played it back. Oh, it's very dodgy ball back. See, we need to press them harder than that. They were under pressure there for a bit, and we didn't press them hard enough. But Ailings won the throw in from Matt Phillips there. I like Eric Peters. I think it's Eric Peters. He used to play for Stoke. Uh, right. Okay, look, let's see what's happening now. We got Strauch on the ball now, moving it up, and he's put it back to Rodon. The build is so pedestrian, people. This builder is just it's so slow and just and telegraphed. You can telegraph everything. There's no surprise. There's no element of surprise here. Come on, get the ball forward. Okay, we tried to put it forward, and it's been cleared out by the West Brom goalkeeper. It's just so slow. Everything, the build up is just so slow. It's what it feels like, Jason. Yeah, I feel that too. West Brom just waiting to sucker punch us. That's it. Feels like it. It feels like they're going to wait for the game to open up with the crowd possibly getting on top in about 10, 15 minutes if it's still like this. And then they'll move in for a counter attack. That's how it feels. But let's get a goal before then. You know, let's get the onus on us to get the goal. Come on. Right, they're pressing us from the front a bit here with Melier and Ailing messing about there. Okay, look, they're coming through now. Asante through the left. Oh, they've hit the post. Jed Wallace. Jed Wallace, you see, spoke badly about him. You see what I mean? Karma, man. Instant came back instantly there. Melier and Ailing or whoever it was messing about then. Jed Wallace with the outside of his boot from Asante's cross. Oh, was he saved that? Let me just see. Yeah, he saved it. Well, fair play. Melier saved it onto the post. Nice. But it's a corner now. Let's see how we defend it. We defended well. Out. That's good. Put in again by West Brom. Headed away by Pascal Strauch. Let's come back out to the West Brom player. Let's have a look. Yes, Wallace and someone else down the right, man. And it's blocked by Byram. Oh, my God. Yeah. Got to be careful with the karma stuff, man. Now it was a good save by Melier. Yeah, it's Harry Kane scored. Yeah, I'd have probably in all honesty, I would have probably had two screens on. I'd probably be watching the Bayern game as well. See how Harry Kane got on in his league debut. So yeah, I'd have probably put that game on. To be fair, but listen, we're here in it. So West Brom with a low corner. Oh no! What is that? Oh, Malumbi here doing the old ears celebration to the to our fans. Thankfully, no one's thrown anything. What we doing here? It's just another bit of ping pong after the corner. We didn't clear our lines, and Malumbi's knocked it in. I'm waiting for the replay here. It came off a Santi. I think it's a Santi's goal. Oh, it's handball as well, but there's no VAR here, people. We gotta hold that. Ampadu and Jorginho too slow to close him down. Oh, it's handball, man. It's clear handball, but it's a goal. It's been given as a goal. Yep, it certainly is, Ian. Yeah. Right, they're on the attack again, people. Just to let you know, I'm at 53 minutes and 32 seconds. And we'll see how we react to this now. How can we not take the lead in a game? Is that impossible? Is that impossible for us to take a lead? Listen, people can moan about the handball all they want. They've created the opportunity. How about we go down the other end and get a sneaky handball? You know, it works both ways in this league. There's no VAR here. You know, let's get a sneak one ourselves, but we're not doing enough. West Brom now long throw into the box. Oh my gosh, it's cleared everybody. It's gone back out to a West Brom player. Can't see who it is. I think it's Matt Phillips up against Ayling. They're just gonna sit with this one now. We're gonna see. They're gonna just set up two banks. Chris here saying Ampadu's been bang average today, showing although he's better than Adams bunch. Listen, I'm not going to speak about people that keep saying that. In fact, you know, I've been getting those comments today in my earlier video, and it's fine. You can have your opinion, but there's a reason why Chelsea wanted Tyler Adams at one point. There's a reason why Liverpool were looking at him, and there's a reason why another Premier League team have gone in for him. There's a reason, is what it is. He's not a bad player. He's a good player. He's more than a good player, and he's going to show it again at Bournemouth. I've got no doubt about it. And you know what? We might have to do some Bournemouth watch-alongs on here because they're getting all the players that I like. They're getting all the players I like, man. So we might have to do a Bournemouth watch-along together at some point. Darren, that's a great point. Joke that nobody protested the handball. Didn't even give the referee a decision to make or put an element of doubt in his mind. Just got on with it. Soft. It's a soft underbelly in the team. You see people claiming for handball when it's gone nowhere near their hands. They just claim for it anyway. You know, put pressure on the ref. We didn't even do that. Lost audio. Are we the home team? You'd never believe it. You'd never believe it, man. You never believe it. See, people, this is what I'm saying. There's only so much effort and wanting to be here will get you. You actually have to be good at football as well. And unfortunately, a lot of these guys aren't for the level of Leeds United. But we got no choice but to play him today. Nicholas, yes, KG, I'll be there for the Bournemouth watch-alongs. Be here, man. I'll be here, man. They got Kirkez, they got Alex Scott, they're gonna have Tyler Adams. They got a lot of players, man. They're building something nice there, man. Building something nice. Oh man. Max H, he survived the first shot on target, but not the second progress. I guess so, man. I guess so, but yeah, it was handball, but it's just poor in it. The closing down from both Ampadu and Rutter was poor. and just the reaction time as well. It's just all poor, man. Just sick of it. I'm really am sick of it. If I could say what I want to say right now, YouTube would throw me off air. But I'm just sick of it, man. I'm just sick and tired of supporting this crap football team, man. They're just so crap. I'm just tired of it, man. Bring on the NHL season, man. At least I'll have something to cheer about there with my Penguins, man. Really and truly. Yeah, Robbie, we're in a downward spiral. 9 Inch Nail, shout out to them. Hard to see how this changes. It changes with quality recruitment next week or starting from tomorrow. That would be nice. Would it be nice tomorrow to talk about a couple of bodies in the door on Saturday? We need to get them in. If this is the team for the all season, it's going to be a very long season, people. Very long. We're on the throw into Leeds here. Kev just saying you're spot on, KG. The players are just simply not good enough. But how do we get to this place with such poor players? Can anybody nail down what Ort was doing? Who else was involved? Well, it was mainly Victor Orta, but of course Andrea signs the checks. You've got to believe Angus Kinnear was involved as well. There's just so much blame to go around. It was just a poor regime, very poor. They didn't do enough. You know, Andrea has got some. He gave us all the talk publicly about wanting to get to Europe in the next 3 to 5 years, if you remember that. But he knew that he didn't have the bankroll to do it, but he was just hoping that we would get through on Bielsa's coaching and vibes. That's what he was hoping for. He's hoping to do it all on the cheap or with subpar players. It was never going to work. Never going to work. But, okay. Is that not offside? Wow. Rutter there was just running through, looked about a mile offside, but obviously not. Yeah, we do render, and this is it. We need to know how these guys can bounce back when they go a goal down. I mean, we've had no choice but to learn so far this season, even against Shrewsbury Town people. And this is what I mean with when people come up to me or come on here and say, "Have you got anything positive to say?" Like we haven't kept a clean sheet now since February. Still, that's still the record now. We're having trouble beating Shrewsbury Town in the cup. And this is our third game, and we've taken a lead in none and won no games. What am I supposed to pull out from this? Our team's leaving on loan. Our next best player now, Tyler Adams, is going. I mean, what am I supposed to pull out? Let me know. I'm all ears, really and truly. Yes, poor goal to concede. But listen, we got to get back into this. Listen, people, I'm on 59 minutes and 25 seconds. So if you're with me, that's where I am. Dan James now from the left plays it through Gelhart there. Easily won there by Kipria, and Gelhart is rolling around a little bit. It was never no, it was that's not a pen. What are we talking about? You guys are saying a penalty for that. That looked like a good tackle to me. All right, I'm on the replay now. Let's have a look. No, come on, guys. Let me see again. Okay. I missed it. My bad. That yeah. But guys, there's no VAR. What can we do? Daniel Farker's making his case. Yeah, that was a penalty. Yeah, I'll give you that. I'll give you that. Yeah, that was a penalty, man. But this is it. What can we do, man? We got relegated back to this league. We got to hold that. It is a pen, yeah. Okay, Dan James with the corner. Let's have a look. 60 minutes and 40 seconds now, people. That's where I am. Dan James with a corner. And you see, that's the difference, man. That was bubbling about, but instead of it bubbling in for us and going in, it gets cleared out and all the way back into our own half. That's the difference. Exactly, yeah, Jeff. You make your own luck, 100%. Yeah, you're gonna hear a lot of this, so many people, and especially the people that say that they were happy we got relegated so we could reset. This was another thing that they said they wasn't going to miss VAR, but I bet you they're crying for it right now. Bet you anything. All right. Okay, we're on the attack there. Luke Ayling with a swinger in. Oh no, is that Dan James? Dan James looked disappointed there. Looks like he could have done better. Are we going to get a replay of this? He's looking up to the sky. The ghost of Jack Harrison lives. Let's have a look. Okay, Ayling there whips it in with his left. Oh my days. Mm. Yeah, just all kinds of, oh my lord, all kinds of miscontrol from Dan James there. Please stop replaying it. We get it. We get it. Enough. Oh my lord. It stinks. It stinks. I'm so sick of this. I'm so sick of this, man. I'm so sick of this, man. Please. Must have been bad. I must have been bad in a past life, people. Right, Dan James now on the left again, trying to make things happen. He's run into three players there. He's been double team and triple team. Ampadu now moving forward. He's won a free kick. BPCY. I know you don't have to shout. I know. I know it. Oh, man. Nice work there by Ampadu. He's won a free kick, but I wonder who's going to take it, man. Is it going to be Dan James again? He's won all the set pieces, but not from a shooting range. Archie Gray's having a word. Joe Gilhart's talking. All right, who's going to take this one? Looks like it might be Archie Gray. He looks like he's sizing this one up, people. Come on now. Oh no, it's Gilhart into the wall. Nah, nothing, no backlift or anything, man. Come on. We're still on the attack. Archie Gray now in the center, out to Dan James. Sam Byram now checking back inside, passing it back. Didn't whip it in yet again. Just saying, people. Ampadu now trying to get control in the midfield, but is that Luke Ayling dispossessed there? Might have to do a professional foul there. No. Strouk just about gets that in a foot race. Good job from Strouk there. And we've got the ball back. Come on, guys. Look, 64 minutes on the dot. We got to move forward, people. We're losing this game. We're losing another game, man. Perennial losers. These guys are just a bunch of losers. I can't stand this team, man. Honestly, I love Leeds United, but I can't stand this team. Do you understand that, people? I hope you understand that. Oh man, come on now, come on, keep probing. Oh god, goes back to that earlier super chat, doesn't it? But yeah, keep probing, guys. Come on. Going back, West Brom now just sitting deep. They've got two, big banks as well. These guys are some big units here. Gonna have to try and get past them now. That's a nice bit of guile there. Who's that there? Shackleton, but he's lost it. Lost it. Got a bit excited there. Yeah, thank you, Render. You understand what I'm saying, man. You can buzz in it. You can buzz when you talk about Leeds United and everything, but when you then look at the team you've got, it puts a downer on your day, kind of thing. Just poor. West Brom here, they're going to win. Is that a free kick? No, not a free kick. Okay, referees allow play to go on. Gilhart and James combine. James, oh, save by the goalkeeper. I said the goalkeeper because I can't remember his name, people. But yeah, good on your goalkeepers. But yeah, that was good, man. Dan James there, that was definitely on target. Goalkeeper doesn't get that. That's going in. Good tip over by the keeper. Please flash his name up, man. I can't remember him. Yeah, Chris. Yeah, that's where I am. I feel that, Kagey. Not just hear it. I cannot stand this lot. That's exactly where I am. Never, even when we got relegated and we had that poor team, you could cling on to people like David Healy and all these guys, but there's just so many unlikable players in here. But mine's more from the ability side. It's not really about what they do off the pitch. Forget all that. It's about their ability, and there's just so many poor players on this team. It's hard to stomach. Really is. That was a good effort though by Dan James. Need some more of that. The keeper's playing. Palmer. That's his name. Yeah, Palmer. That's his name. Palmer. Yeah, good on him, man. Great save. Yeah, great save. Sky getting their money's worth out of it, man. They've replayed it about 7 times now. So, yeah. Okay, let's see what we can do from here. Hey, man, you know what? If they weren't winning, they wouldn't need no physio on. Don't try that little gamesmanship here. Right, West Brom about to make a sub, but we're going to take the corner first, I think. Yeah, 66 minutes, 55 seconds, just to let you know where I'm at. Okay, decent corner, headed out by Kiprea. It just never breaks to us in the box just to finish it off into like a pile of bodies. It just keeps getting cleared out. That's the difference. Gray now trying to dictate tempo there. Shackleton and Strauch. Don't put it back to Rodon. Yep, keep going forward. Yep, Shackleton now on the left. Ampadu now tries a little reverse pass. Hasn't quite come off. Rutter did not trap that at all. But we've got the ball back, people. Rodon's got it. Luke Ayling now trying to venture forward. Come on, guys. Please. Oh, nah. Move's broken down. West Brom clear. But Ampadu's got it back again. Good tackle, though, from the West Brom player there. Strout now out to Byram now. Let's see. Yep, he's played it out over to Rutter. Come on, Jorginho, man. Show us what you got, man. Oh, no, Georgie. Oh, no. Oh, no, Georgie. Georgie, no. Georgie, I just describe it for people. He tried to do a little step over kind of thing and drift past a player. He tripped over his own feet, people. Damn. Mm. John Swift is going on and Sarmiento is coming on. I thought this was Jorginho's moment there, people. He tripped over his own feet. Oh. Oh. Hold on. Oh Lord. Mm. Hmm. It hurts a lot, Leeds East. It hurts a lot. The thing is, as well, we need to change the game. West Brom are making subs. What can we do? It's Greenwood, Drame, maybe. It's a mess. It's such a mess. Oh man, the mic doesn't deserve the multicolored one for this one. We change this. Deserves that. Danger. We're in danger, people. Oh. Fans looking a bit peeved, a bit dejected. Some look bored there in that shot that I just saw. Yeah, I mean that is a penalty. Fully, yeah, 100% a penalty. But what can we do? Can't do nothing about it. Just got to get on with it now. Man, he actually did just swipe Gerhart out of it, didn't he? Crazy. Danny, let's not go too far, man. Let's not go too far. No, we don't need any more kind of players like that. All right. We'll let Everton stockpile them up. They're about to get Che Adams in it. They just keep stockpiling these kind of players. I wish I could describe the player, but Everton have got a type. They've got a type, but no. Mope, no, thank you. KG, you pulled out some prime for this. Now, listen, prime, it's just on the menu, man. It's you know what I mean. It's not for a special occasion. I just drink prime in it. It's one of those usually for workouts, but now I just pulled the prime out for this one, man. It's either that or Red Bull or something in the fridge. So it's not for a special occasion. Oh. Just to let you know, I'm on 71 minutes and 11 seconds. So let's let you know where I'm at. Oh, Furlong's gone to sleep there. Is that who's that? Dan James again. Is that Danger Man? Oh wow. Oh wow, Luke Ayling. Oh wow. Oh great. We're not gonna hear the end of this. Let me see. Oh man. Here we are. Yeah, Igor. Yeah, always have rated Ayling. Yeah, yeah. Great goal. Yeah. What? Yeah, great ball again. Dan James again. He's literally been our best player today. Gary Theakston, Ailing. Oh my lord, this means a new contract extension. Probably. Nate here, give Ailing 10-year contract extension. Yeah, hey, don't joke with that one, Nate. You know what I mean? They've probably got one ready and signed. But listen, Dan James again. Gotta say, he has been our best player today. That's a lovely ball. Dan, you need to do that more. That was a lovely cross. Eluded everybody. Nice amount of curl. Good leap from Luke Ayling. Gotta say, got in front of his man. That's really good. Good goal. Good goal. Oh, we're on the attack again. Oh, and it's gone out for a throw. Okay, now it's on our side. Oh, let me just change the score. Oh my gosh. There we go. It's 1-1, people. Sorry. Here we are now. The crowd are on their feet. You've given them something to cheer for. That's what it's about, man. Yeah, Ayling got in front of Peters. Peters didn't do his job properly there. That was poor defending, but good goal for us. Here we are now. Gelhart. Oh, save from that goalkeeper again. I forgot his name again. Yeah, there he is. Kev saying Dan James has got a lot of talent when he can string it together. It's just inconsistent, and his final third does still need work, though. Kev really does. Sometimes he does make the wrong decision. Look, he even had that one where Ayling put it to him, and he miscontrolled it out of play for a goal kick. He's got that in him, but he is a danger in this league. He is. He's just got to show it more often. Yes, Super Toaster. Are people joking about the contract extension for Ayling? Yes, or at least I hope they are. Yes, yes. All right, listen, we're on the ball again. 73 minutes, 36 seconds where I am. Dan James again, he's our outlet, and once again, they're doubling up, tripling up on him again. It's been the story of the game so far. Fair play to Dan James, man. Fair play to him today. He's easily been our best outlet. Archie Gray now on the ball. Back to Strauch. Across to Rodon. Come on now. Let's get them one more time, man. Let's get a win, please. I beg you. Anything. Just, I don't care who scores it. I don't care if it's an own goal, handball. I don't care what it is. Just get another goal, please. Let's get 3 points. Let's get 3 points, man. Let's let people know we're about. No, Josh. You're blaming James for Gelhart mistake. No, I'm not. I'm talking about the second half. Gelhart was in the first half. James in the second. Rutter kind of got a little flick on for it, and instead of controlling it with his right foot, it hit his right foot and went out of play. You obviously maybe you didn't see that. This is a good goal though, man. Gotta give him credit, man. That was a nicely worked goal. That cross from James was delicious, man. Really good. Peters there getting subbed off. I don't know if that's to do with his lackadaisical defending there, but he was stationary when Luke Ayling ran and jumped for it. We've seen that goal against us so many times. It seems weird for us to actually score it. Asante's gone off as well, their goal scorer. Josh Madger's come on, no. And that's the thing, you know, Josh Madger, he's a decent player at this level, but even West Brom have got someone like that to come off the bench. We don't. We are in serious, we need serious help, but that's what I'm saying. West Brom have taken Asante off and brought on Josh Madger. It's not a bad substitution. I'm not saying I want Josh Madger. I'm just talking about in comparison to our team. Let's have a look now. Yep, 75 minutes and 55 seconds is where I'm at. Come on, man. Give the ball to Dan James, man. Just give it to him. Much like our Premier League season last year with Willy Gnonto or Rafinha the years before. Give the ball to them. Right, Dan James again. He's escaped again, putting a nice left-footed cross. It was hung up well. Cleared out, though, out to Shackleton on the right. Fair play to DJ, man. Hey, I told you he'd come good. Yeah, Byram out to Dan James, who has got 2 on him right now. Oh, no. Okay, out to Byram now. Can you go on that left now? Show me Byram. Go on. Gets in a little pullback, but no pace on it at all. It's not his game. But listen, we won the ball back again. Strauker's got it back. Yeah, he's looked a little more. West Brom haven't really tested Stroud like that, but he's been doing all right on the halfway line, retrieving the ball and everything. He's done okay with the ball recoveries. Right, Ampadu driving forward. There's oceans of room on the right. Ayling's crossed it in. Jorginho contests it, but it's out by West Brom. We got to keep on their necks. They're under pressure here. They are under the cosh. Come on, Dan James now on the left. It's all us right now. Out to Archie Gray, was that? It's been intercepted away. West Brom have won the free kick. Okay. Yep, Gary, exactly. Yeah, they are on the ropes. Let's not go to sleep at the back. 100%. They are under severe pressure now. They've just won a free kick though from Strack foul on Madger, but we've been all over them. We got to keep that pressure on. MA saying, KG, don't you think we'll lose Gray if we don't go up this season, man? I think so. Yeah, 100%. If we don't go up and Gray continues getting the headlines he's getting, he's a Leeds United player with talent. Of course, he's going to go. We've seen it so many times before, and I think anyone would be blind to think he wouldn't go. I know he's a Leeds guy, but he will generate good interest. He's a young player with talent, clear talent as well. We've seen it many times before. There will definitely be interest in him come the end of the season if we're nowhere near it. So that's the issue that you have when you stay down in this league longer than you should as well. You start losing players. You got no control over it. Look how much control we've got now. Not much. So, and it gets worse the longer you stay here. So, yeah, I absolutely think that Gray would be a candidate to leave next season. But come on, we've still got 40 plus games to go. Let's and a bit of the transfer window left, MA. Let's see what we can do. Yeah, Bubba, I would say that too. CB pairing has looked calm today. I agree with that. West Brom haven't overly tested us in that area, to be fair, but what they've been asked to do, they've done it pretty calmly. I agree with that, Bubba, 100%. Daniel Farker there on the screen looking pensive again. Man needs some troops out there. He needs it. West Brom now trying to slow the game down there. Furlong taking a while to get this throw in. Come on now. Nice little passing sequence there from West Brom, to be fair. Nicely done. They win the free kick and they've taken it well out of place, but yeah, referees called it back. Yeah, Richard, I agree. If we can get some players in, the opposition in the 3 games haven't looked anything special. Yeah, that's it. You just need to get you do need quality though. You can't just go willy-nilly and think you're going to win by beating them with your name Leeds United. It just doesn't work like that. And this team is not going to be successful more times than not this season. But Daniel Farker is confident, man. And listen, if he's confident, he must know that the 49ers or people behind the scenes are cooking up something. Let's wait and see. Like I say, when it comes to the end of the window, we will go through it in detail, man. We'll talk about it in big detail. JP, what minute you on? I am on 80 minutes and 30 seconds now. So that is where I am on this one. Yeah, I know it's been taking way too long, Render. It's been a horrendous transfer window. Really and truly, it's been a nightmare. If we're being honest, it's been an absolute nightmare. Not so much for the players going out, I repeat, but it's more for the fees we haven't got in. Just been an absolute nightmare, but we'll see what they can do. All right. 80 minutes 55, and West Brom have got the ball with their goalkeeper, who shall not be named. Is it Maxwell? Yeah, Furlong now. Ampadu wins it back. No, giving away a free kick. Never mind. I don't know, Adrian. Why Serie B having VAR and we don't? I don't know. No idea. You would think, wouldn't you? Championship is one of the. It's got. I can't remember the stat, but it brings in either a lot of money or most watching in quite a few places. You would think it would have VAR by now. It's so far behind, but it should do. It should do. As much as people want to moan about VAR, it would have ruled out their first goal. And well, the sequence wouldn't have happened again, but it would have also given us a penalty as well. But well, you'd hope so, wouldn't you? After what we saw with Man United and Wolves in the week, you never know. Actually, you never know. Right, West Brom have got a free kick. Uh, it was a deep free kick, and it's been cleared out now. I think that's Archie Gray. Is that, or was it Dan James? Dan James, yeah, brought it out. Sorry, Dan James. I apologize. Could never sub off Dan James, man. Take off our whole attack. Right. All right. Strike out to Rodon again. We're back in our own centre half position here. 82 minutes and 30 seconds. Come on, guys, man. Get the winning goal, please. Begging you. All right. West Brom clear it out for a throw in. I'm desperate for a win too, Jack. I hear you, man. I hear you. Okay, Gelhart's coming off on 83 minutes, and Sam Greenwood is going on. So let's see where Sam ends up. Is he going to play up front, a little bit behind the striker, central midfield? We'll find out together, people. Look at the options, man. Bloody hell. Come on now. Let's go. Let's go. Ayling throws it in, and it's another throw into Leeds. JP, tremendous. We went from Rafinha, inshallah, to Gnonto, inshallah, to Dan James, to inshallah. Poetic. Yeah, that's tremendous. Yeah, RP Gelhart with another quiet one. He's not taking the opportunity, is he? You would have thought with what he's shown in our first year, when we got saved from relegation, our second year in the Prem, I should say, that he would have a bit more, but not showing it. He's not showing it. I did actually have him on my sell list in that key bench sell video. I did have him as the sell because I thought that Perkins and Joseph would be better. And we forget as well, Joseph is out with that injury. It's a shame. It's really a shame. Those 3 games, I bet Joseph would have got at least 1 goal. I'm pretty sure of it. Vavi Gelhart taking luck. He was rotating his shoulder there, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Okay, we won a free kick there. Nicely done. I think that was Greenwood that won it from Matt Phillips. Let's see what we can do with this free kick. I'm on 84 minutes, 35 seconds, people. I think Phillips is getting a yellow card there. Dan James there linking up with Sam Greenwood. Sam Greenwood got sandwiched there. It was an Albion sandwich, and he was the fill-in. Yeah. So, yeah, Phillips is booked, and we've got an offensive free kick. Come on. Yep, Greenwood on, and he's taking the set piece. Oh, look at that. West Brom player, he was down, but now he's okay. Sorry, dad joke there. You're going to have to hold that one. But he's got up now. Someone was being ushered on, maybe a physio. As soon as the referee said the physio come on, he gets up. Ugh. We know what they're trying to do here, people. West Brom about to make a double change themselves. Jed Wallace is coming off. And who else, man? Come on. JP, West Brom have been treating James like Messi. He's been doubled and tripled up, man. Proof's in the pudding. He's been out. He has, though. He's been our best player today. I think maybe that's not up for debate, I would hope, but Dan James has definitely been our most dangerous player today. Things you never thought you'd say again, but here we are. Yeah. Yokozlu and Walisov and Chalaba and Gardner Hickman have come on for West Brom, so they've made a double change. Oh, all right, we'll eventually take this free kick now. Sam Greenwood is lining it up. It's not going to be a shot, people. It's going to be a ball into the box, I think. Yeah, Greenwood whips one in, and it's gone over, and it's a goal kick. Yeah, Joe Rodon heads it over, goal kick. Oh, Vavi now he's left the building. Yeah, one of those. Yeah, yeah. He laughing in his face or smiling. And as soon as he leaves, hey man, he looks old, doesn't he? Yeah, he does. He does, man. He does look old. Adrian asking about Joseph or Somerville. Don't know about Somerville, Adrian and Joseph. I think that was 3 or 4 weeks, wasn't it? I think it's going to be after the international break. He might be back, possibly. Don't quote me on that, though. Uh, right, 87 minutes and 15 seconds, people. 1-1 in this game. Come on, man, a winner. You know what? At this point, and I hate to say this because it's loser talk, and I acknowledge it. Just don't concede a late losing goal. But if you can get a winning goal, awesome, please. Mm. Oh yeah, Somerville. I forgot actually. It's 3 weeks. Yeah, it's 3 weeks. So maybe he'll be out until the international break. He's out for 3 weeks. Oh, come on now. West Brom goal kick straight up, headed out by Strauch. It's a bit of a cluster here. Matt Phillips now taking on Byram, and Byram intercepts West Brom throw. Okay, okay. Acton Dave saying, nice to have a KG watch along. I'm in Monroe, New Hampshire. Shout out to you, Dave. Thank you for watching. Right, I think West Brom are going to try a launch a long throw here, man. 88 minutes and 27 seconds where I'm in the game. Yeah, it's a long throw from Furlong. Easily dealt with by Leeds. That was easy work. I think that was Rodon, wasn't it? Was it? Oh no, it was Sam Greenwood. Beg my pardon. Luke Hagen now clears it out. West Brom throw. Hey, come on, man. Just win. Just win. Just win, please. Don't think I've seen Daniel Farker crack a smile once in this game. When the camera's panned on him, he always looks deep in thought and pensive, and looks like he's always thinking about his next move or whether he should hand his resignation. No, I'm only joking. Let's have a look now. West Brom are on the attack. They've just drilled one in, but that was easily cleared. Oh no, no, no! What's that? It's offside. They're lucky it's offside, man. Don't play to the whistle. Play to the whistle. Don't do that again. Like all four of our defenders just put their hands up, man. You got to play to the whistle, man. Abstract here, KG, biggest legend, Lemieux for Penguins or Charlton for Leeds? It's an unfair question because I can't speak. I wasn't here when Jack Charlton played for Leeds, so obviously it would be Lemieux for me for Penguins. I mean, literally though. I mean, if Charlton did more than actually buying the franchise to make sure he didn't move out of Pittsburgh, if he did that, then maybe he comes close. But Lemieux not only on the ice but off it saved the franchise. If it wasn't for him, there'd be no Pittsburgh Penguins anymore. It'd have moved. Literally would have moved. Quite funny that two of my teams have almost gone out of business in Leeds United and Pittsburgh. I mean, it must be me. Must be me, man. Common denominator. MA saying, KG going international, big ups from Stockholm, Sweden. Now, shout out to you. Yeah, listen, it's been international for a while, but I will tell you something. And I've said it before, but even more so now. And I bet now Adams is going, it's going to be even worse. The viewership from America, it's gone. It's almost the same as other obscure countries. At a point last season, it was nearly up to 20%, 15 to 20. Now it's like 5%, 4%, and it's probably going to go even more once Tyler's gone. It's crazy how that goes, but it just shows you they were supporting the players and not really the team. But listen, this doesn't apply to any of the Americans that do support Leeds. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking about the casual fans. But you need casual fans. You do in anything, whatever you do. You need casual supporters. Okay, Ed. Look at this guy. KG, have you won a game in that pub league yet? You know what, Ed? You're a nuisance. You know, Ed. No, we haven't won yet. But listen, there's 7 minutes at a time, people. I'm on 91 minutes and 40 seconds. So there's still plenty of time for us to get a winner in this game. But no, we haven't won a game yet, Ed. All right. That's the thing. I can't even banter Ed back. I can't do nothing. What can I do to Ed? Can't say anything. His team is in the Prem. They spend money. Not always great, but they're up there, aren't they? What can I say? That's the problem. You can't banter no one back, man. Sucks. Oh, man. Farker showing a little bit of frustration here now, punching his own hand. Yeah. Oh, come on, man. Is that Byram? You see that one there that where Byram hit it out with his left foot? Just again reminds me of that Neil Warnock thing. Byram, switch your boots around. Never forget that, man. I know a lot of people remember the Oxford game, but I remember that game. Warnock was going berserk. Right, West Brom with another throw into the box. We've cleared it out. West Brom are trying to play it back in. A Furlong can't get it under control. Leeds United throw. Come on. No. Ed, yeah, Ed's a menace to society. No. Ed's cool, man. He's fine. He just, he gives a bit of banter and a bit of stick. The problem is I can't give it back. Not with a right mind. I can't be deluded and diss his team, because whatever I say, you can say a whole bunch of things about Leeds United. So I'm not winning that battle, and I'm tired of it. I'm absolutely tired of it, man. At least in school, man, we used to beat them a few times. It wasn't a lot, but we used to beat them. Gary here saying last 5 minutes sloppy by both teams. We settle for a point. Yeah, I'd agree. But it just seems that West Brom are trying to do one of those set piece, last minute S house kind of goals. Let me just check something here. Yeah, just a live update while we're here. 94 minutes, 21 seconds left, 1-1. Fabrizio just confirming here. Tyler Adams to Bournemouth. Here we go. That means it's done, people. Medical test passed. Agreement signed tonight on a 5-year contract, completed soon. Excellent addition for Bournemouth as club showing ambition again. Agreement has been sealed tonight. So that is done and dusted, people. He's gone. That is it. That is it. That is him done. And yeah, fully expected. Like I said, in many other streams, you can pass a medical with an injury as long as it's not a long-term one or anything that the buying club seems as a problem. And he's done it again. Passed the Chelsea one, he's passed the Bournemouth one. That tells you he was already good to go in a few weeks' time. So yeah, hopefully we see that money reinvested. We need that. We need it. 95 minutes and 30 seconds gone, people. So we got a minute and a half left of the game. And Alex Palmer, the West Brom goalkeeper, has got the man of the match award. Okay. All right, man. Right, West Brom now pushing for a win. Oh no. Ooh. No. There we are. The ball has sailed through to Melier. Ooh. One minute left of this game. Looks like we're going to end this one in a draw, man. 3 games and no wins. That wasn't good from James. Ampadu wins it back though. Rutter now. Rutter shifts it to his left. Oh no. Wide. Wasn't even a save from the goalkeeper. Off target via Jorginho. He didn't trip over the ball this time. But yeah, Ampadu there played it through to Georgie, who shifted it onto his left. Oh yeah, he hit it, but he didn't hit it with swerve in. It curved out. Man, if he got that right, man, I think he might have he could have done something with that. But alas, yeah, 1-1 people. Still 1-1. Oh gosh. I'm surprised the goalkeeper got man of the match though. I mean, it's up to Sky, of course. I mean, he's made a couple of good saves, but I'd have thought Dan James has been the best overall player. Overall, I'd say so, but it's a toss up. Yeah, it ends 1-1 people. Three games now, no wins in 3 games in the championship. It's such a poor return, regardless of who we've got. And yeah, listen, I'll be back with a match reaction in just a bit. I've set it for 10:30, but it could be any time. So if you're around, come back with me and we'll talk about the game then. Until then, please hit a like on this video and thank you everyone in the chat for joining me. I'll see you in the match reaction in just a bit. Peace out.